That's not a fact.
Yo, what up? Yo, for what's going on? I be a woman. The old heads podcast. Yo, let's go.
Yeah, buddy. Old Heads, episode 151. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. And, man, we got a great show today lined up, man. We got the draft episode, man. We're going to be talking everything NBA draft. Of course, a few other things that's going on in the news. Tyrese Halliburton, oh my goodness, man. I hated to see that happen, man. Yeah, they did. But, excuse me, hated to see that happen to that young man. As well as Charles Barkley, his opinion on thinking players need to wear high tops. That's why he think all these Achilles injuries are happening. But, man, we got a great show today lined up. We're also going to be talking about 10 questions this week. The 10 best players going into the NBA season that are not hurt. So a guy like Halliburton, Lillard, those guys wouldn't be able to make the list. But yeah, but man, it's gonna be a lot of fun. But Old Heads 151. I'm gonna let these brothers introduce themselves. It's the draft special edition, man. Let's get it in. You need.
It's your boy Bills.
It's the ultimate side hustler, cool, you know me.
It's your boy Headz, a.k.a. French Loaf, a.k.a. Mr. Honey Pack himself.
Mr. Honey Pizzle and only Pizzle.
He's the only Pizzle.
Oh boy, you guys had to be there. Anyway,
You definitely did.
Moving right along, man. Before we go any further, we have to give a small bow of silence, man. The great Dave Parker, who played for the Pittsburgh Pirates, passed away today, man. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge baseball fan, man. Pirates, actually one of my favorite teams, I think because of Roberto Clemente, and he having a big influence in the Spanish community in Chicago.
Barry Bonds and Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah, Bobby Bonilla. So, but yeah, man. But Dave Parker, phenomenal player. It's crazy. A lot of people probably don't know who he is, but 7-time All-Star, 3-time Gold Glove. Won the MVP, 2-time champ, 3-time Silver Slugger, home run derby champ. Crazy part, he was a month away from getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. So, man, R.I.P. to Dave Parker, one of the greatest hitters of all time, man. And yeah, man, here from Old Heads, man. R.I.P. We all gonna be there one day. But moving right along, man. If y'all first time checking us out, this is how we start every episode, man, with Hendo's Hot Take. Hendo, what's the hot take?
Oh, man. Mind your business. It's tough. Man, this basketball slander, man. I am pretty sick and tired of being. I've just recently unfollowed so many sports groups on my Facebook page. It's just, I'm so sick of debating LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan for 30 fucking years. This is just becoming ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, I understand where the debate is, but let's debate some other things, man. Having these men and just constantly dogging these guys for these amazing careers that each one of these guys have had. Just be respectful. These guys were the GOATs of their eras, and we have to look at that. And you want to sit here and keep putting these guys were very special in the areas they play, however you want to look at it. Jerry West was special in his era, however you want to look at it. Kobe Bryant was special in his era. There's a lot of guys that are very special. Right. Wilt Chamberlain, special in his era. Magic Johnson, special in his era. These guys, very special in his era, very special. And these guys are just,
Kobe Bryant.
But it's just a constant slander because sometimes we'll take it, or I've seen guys take it from a playing standpoint, number-wise, to have the nerve to saying that Michael Jordan or David Stern had more control over Michael Jordan's career than Michael Jordan did. Like he was out here making these clutch buckets or signing these contracts or advising other brothers to do good with their money.
I'm your captain now.
But this is crazy talk to sit here and slander a guy like LeBron and talk about how trash he is. But this man is probably one of the most successful basketball players off the court as well as he on on the court.
He's the best
But no,
GM
just
of all time.
just to talk about these
Greatest
guys the
career.
way they
Greatest
do
basketball
though.
career.
It's the same thing about Kobe. To just sit here and slander these guys every time for petty squams. Like these guys weren't overly amazing at what they done. It gets to a point where it's just hateful. And it's just sick of seeing people constantly going through this same trio of hate and not bring up new names of people who are equally great, Brandon Roy's and Grant Hills. Let's have some real quality debate. Let's stop debating over the same fucking 3 people for the last 20 fucking years that we probably gonna be having somebody debate about for the next 10 fucking years. Get these guys' names out your mouth. Pause. Let's have some quality debates. Let's make this shit worth it. It's just the same carousel bullshit. Stop this shit, man. It's
I
stupid.
feel you.
It's not
That sound like-
stupid.
And
When he
that-
said Brandon Roy. it
That
sounds
is
like he said-
Hendo's
Let's see who had
hot
the best
take,
injury
man.
out of all
I absolutely agree with his brother,
Yeah, he said
man.
Brandon
Michael
Roy,
Jordan,
T-Mac,
Kobe
yeah.
Bryant,
You
LeBron
gotta
James.
stop
They are all phenomenal basketball players in their
Bro,
own
my
right.
mama, you look like a double dragon villain. Get your
Moving right along. Black fact of the week. Anybody know who was the youngest NBA player ever?
Ever?
Yeah. Anybody?
The youngest?
Yeah.
DJ Armstrong was a baby face, the only thing I knew.
I was
DJ
thinking, what's his name?
DJ.
Who?
It would have been Kobe, I thought, because he came to the league at 17.
Nope.
Or Andrew Bynum.
Bingo. Andrew Bynum was the youngest NBA player ever drafted. At 17 years, 245 days. Before him was actually Jermaine O'Neal.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. But Andrew Bynum, man. Black man, center for the LA Lakers. I think he's
He's a champion.
two-time All-Star, I believe. Yeah,
Champion.
two-time
Champ.
Yeah,
Two-time
two-time
champ.
champion. What time is it? One-time All-Star or two?
I mean,
Was he
last
ever
time I
healthy
seen
enough?
Buddy, he
I think
had
it's
dyed
true.
his hair blonde. He was at like a Bucks game trying to fit like one of them rows. Dog had his knees up here with 2 Miller Lights, bro. My mom, he was sitting knee up.
Last
He
time
too
I
tall.
seen
He's
him,
just
he was
way too
Philly.
tall to be.
This man had a Lawrence Fishburne wig from What's Love got to do with it. I don't know what the fuck this mug was on with that wig. I don't know what he was.
He's
He
just
thought
why-
he was
why-
Chris Brown.
like that.
All the big homies like that, man.
That nigga thought he was Chris
But,
Brown.
yeah.
Howard, weird.
Shout out to Andrew Bynum,
The
man.
light.
Injuries definitely derailed his
He should
career.
have had MVP that year. Y'all was right. That Malice in the Palace fucked this little shit up.
No,
Jackson.
I don't know.
Nah, Jermaine O'Neal was fuck with.
Oh, wow.
Sports entertainment news, moving right along. OKC won their first title, man. Congratulations to them young boys.
I called
In
it.
franchise history, where does this OKC team rank amongst the last teams who won?
Dead last.
Dead
Yeah,
motherfuckers
it's
last. Everybody agree, man. Dead
I went
last.
through the list, and they got matchup problems.
Everywhere.
Every team they will play.
Mm-hmm. And you got to remember how many of those were LeBron teams that he would have came across in.
It was only like 2 LeBron teams. It was just 1 or 2, and it was like 2 Steph teams.
Dog, I even put.
3 actually, because
Nah.
the last one. Was
see,
You
but
remember when he made it with.
They might have been able to give that Bucks team a run, but I can still see Giannis just running through their middle, really.
that ass.
Yeah, because the problem is you got motherfuckers.
Size and
so-
strength right there.
I mean, not
I
less so.
mean,
You got
Chet,
Holiday.
Chet can't really hang with Giannis like that. I think
No,
back-to-back game
Holiday is
bans.
a way better one-on-one defender
True.
than anybody on the Pacers. Anybody on the Pacers, Holiday will play that shit better.
I think him and Caruso would have went back and forth.
Cavaliers, 17 Warriors, 18 Warriors, Toronto Raptors.
What had.
It's gonna get them.
That was the one team, but they were stacked low key.
Low
They had
key.
I don't think they fuck with Marcus All.
Exactly. He
That's
was
it.
Defensive Player of the Year.
That was it. He was the ex. Nah,
They had
Marcus
Big
All was
Shot. They
the
had Rock.
Spicy P.
spicy P.
I'm about to say they had
The Claw.
Siakam.
Van
Of
Fleet.
course, the Claw. Exactly. The
Yeah.
big shot making motherfucking point
And
guard out
Larry.
of Rockford.
Lowry.
Lowry.
Mike Lowry.
You know what I'm saying? No, they
Kyle
had
Lowry.
pieces. They had pieces. They had that one skinny kid too that was like even beyond
They had a
behind
little squad.
Siakam.
They had a little squad.
Tall, dark skinned, skinny motherfucker. Like he was African and shit too, but he could play. He was
He came from Barbados.
They paid for dog.
Yeah,
They paid. They paid for
that.
that squad. That's all it is. They had to sell out, cash that check.
They said, hey,
I don't see nobody. It's
How you
all
feel?
about that problem for
Where do you rank on your list?
They too small and
too inexperienced.
don't know.
They're too small.
We are looking at a
Chet
very
is
high
considered a
caliber
big man.
defense. I wouldn't.
Chet is considered a big man on their team.
I
Bar
think
is puny.
overall defense wise,
And young.
they could hang with a lot of teams to a certain. But I think when it comes to in the middle scoring and stopping it, I think that's where it is, because when you have a guy maybe like Giannis or, you know what I'm saying, or Porzingis when healthy, because remember, when healthy,
That's what
he
I
can,
was thinking with
you
that
know,
Boston
Yeah,
team.
but even with
Porzingis
Chris
is a
Bosh-
motherfucking problem because he can actually guard.
Chris
Chet.
Bosh brings
Chris
him out
Bosh
to
would've
the
been a
corner though
problem.
and just shoots very well. Chris, but he
You gotta
attacks.
remember, he's the,
But what
let him
happened?
be like.
All of these dudes
let
are
him be
problems.
like
Bobby
Toronto.
Portis is a problem.
What happened when he
All
comes
of
out?
these
You got to
dudes
put
are
in
problems.
Birdman. Birdman finna put body on dog and really get physical with
That's what
down
I'm
there.
saying. Like, so
I can't put them
Over the
over
last,
certain
like-
teams, but I think they can give some of them teams a good run.
Yeah, they give motherfuckers a good run.
it'd be
Hell yeah.
to me. It'd be when
Defensively,
he took
they match
Cavs.
up.
Maybe that Laker bubble team. No,
I
don't know. If they can
not
fuck
even
with that really.
They cannot. I thought about that too.
Put it
I don't
Because
think
they
they
got
could.
Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, and Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I don't think they really could.
They got Harkenstein.
damn.
And you mean Chet? He lighting the ass, man. It's not gonna work. I thought about every fucking team.
I try
You
to
know what I'm
think.
saying? And it's a
That's valid.
matchup problem, a big matchup problem somewhere with every fucking team.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like who the fuck is gonna guard Giannis?
That's the biggest question.
Who the fuck? Because he ain't the type to just get his 30. He ain't KD. He the type that if you let him, he'll drop 50 on you to get your ass up out this motherfucker, send your ass home for
With
the summer.
20 of those
That's who the fuck
rebounds,
Giannis
too.
is.
He getting 21,
You know-
24 rebounds on your ass too.
It's a problem. Every team they play is a problem. They lighten the ass artillery wise. We look at them like a great scoring team, but every other team can play defense on them if they don't score as many points, or other teams like Golden State can
blow
actually
them
outscore them. They're outscoring flat out.
Even Miami.
A good Klay Thompson and a good Steph and a good Draymond when he was dropping 30 on motherfuckers in finals and shit.
You gotta think about
Yeah,
that.
Draymond Green can guard Harkenstein.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck? That ain't even close.
Did they have Bogut that year too? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even
One of
need
the
him.
first year they won, they had Bogut.
You wouldn't
Yeah,
even need
so-
him. Harkenstein would be rendered helpless with Draymond Green. He
But
would
you
be.
still have to think about Chet.
You fuck around, he'd be unplayable. Because Draymond was hitting threes back then. And
kicking
Harkenstein
niggas
is
in the
actually
nuts.
guard this nigga's 3-point line.
Chet-
and-
Chet
I
can
don't
get
know.
Chet can get his points, but there's a level of physicality that Chet just hasn't unlocked yet.
Right.
Um,
He ain't got size.
I think
And
you
when
watch.
they come to play in that experienced ass team, if your ass is inexperienced, it's gonna show in some whatever your weaknesses are, it's gonna show.
In the
and him
playoffs.
I
being
think we
light in
watched a
the
good
ass
job of what
will
Miles
show
Turner
most.
did.
It will show
To
most
kinda make
against
him-
Golden State. Because Golden State is a team too that's actually a little bit smaller, so he should be okay. The fact that he would struggle against them, you would see it. You
Well,
would
that's
definitely see it.
Well, see, that's the
They did that shit
that's
to that
really
green
the
motherfucker
efficiency
this
that
year.
Draymond kind of brings, because I watched Draymond push Cat, when he played for the Timberwolves, out the paint all the way up to the 3-point line, and there's no way in hell my power forward should be pushing my center all the way out the
You
paint,
see what
like
Golden State
pushing
did
him.
to Houston this year? They did the green.
Yeah,
Green was a no-show.
yeah, because he's not somebody you rely on for like points. He's somebody.
You see exactly
He's a
what the
defensive.
fuck-
He's a defensive factor. He's
at
an
his
attacker.
worst.
So y'all-
You seen him at his worst every game.
So
You seen him good one game.
You said dead last.
Dead last.
You said dead last as well. So, okay. Respectfully, I'll probably disagree. Yeah, I think when you look at them, I think people don't really give them the respect that they kind of deserve
They don't.
when you look at them.
They won. That's respect I give.
In my opinion, they beat that Denver team because they beat that same Denver team
With no
this
head
year
coach.
With
They beat the same Denver team
With no
Yeah.
head
without
coach.
Brown. Come on, man.
They beat
Without Brown and Caldwell Pope.
That's fine. I get that.
And dude got hurt after game one, the power
He-
forward.
Right, I get that. I
Gordon.
get that. And he played well game 7, but they beat them, right?
But he was hurt the whole time.
That's fine. But what I'm saying,
And then-
That's like Halliburton
4-1.
playing game 6 and 7. He
and
was hurt, though.
that's fine. But what I'm saying is that when you look at them defensively, they are elite. When you look at what they did to Joker, they gave Joker problems. we
got hurt.
could
Halliburton got hurt.
we
Every
Murray-
series they played,
Murray was hurt.
one of their stars, the other team stars got hurt.
The
same
hurt
way
factor you
Golden
can't
State-
bring in. Everybody's hurt in the playoffs.
Exactly.
You can't really bring that hurt.
The reason why
Everybody
you
is
can
hurt.
is
People say
because
that about
everybody
If you're
Warriors
missing-
wins, too.
Everybody played for
It
Golden
always
State.
goes.
That's true though for them. But everybody played for OKC this year. That's the thing. Okay, because let me ask you this. If I ask you right now, is OKC a dynasty? You would have to calculate maybe injury and maybe they're not making it 1 year because of injury. But the same calculation can be done when it comes. Not to say it's an asterisk by they dub. They dub is solid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They just
it's
not
just that
tough
you know
down
that
low.
did happen though.
This is where I
Injury
look at it.
does happen.
When we
Isaiah
talk-
Thomas is
when we
supposed to
talk
probably
about-
have another ring, but he got hurt in that.
When we talk about dynasties, we got to flip like how they rework things, and for them to be a dynasty, they would have to get rid of one of their weaker pieces that I think was in the playoffs, and that would be Chet.
Right, I agree with that. But talking about injuries, Halliburton tore his Achilles,
What
being
the
the
hell?
third star this postseason to happen to. Should he have played, knowing that he had a calf strain, seeing that that's the same thing that happened to KD in the finals? And Charles Barkley is saying that it's because players aren't wearing high top shoes anymore. How do y'all? I know it's a two-part question. How y'all feel about that? And y'all out there, man, let us know how y'all feel about it too, man. Don't be dusty. Hit that like button, subscribe.
First off, Charles Barkley hasn't played basketball in 30 fucking years, so I don't know what the fuck he's really talking about, this high top shit. What's happening with the players now is, with the exception, is like I keep telling people, people in the 80s and 90s and 2000s, they balled a little differently, IQ, physical, fast, but nowadays,
explosive.
fuck up. No, I'm just playing. Now I'm just fooling with you. Nowadays, guys are really just getting stronger, explosive, and they're just more athletic all around the board. But what comes with stuff like that is these type of like injuries. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see injuries like this. But in the time span where we've seen this has come a lot around playoff ball. And this is when these guys are pushing it to the limit, which is a good and a bad thing. I'm always for winning the moment, but you got always looking like the long run too. We're having these guys coming out here. In KD's instance, he was in the playoffs. We're in the finals, where you need to be. Tore his shit. We're watching Dame Lillard in the playoffs, tear his shit. We watch Tatum in the playoffs, tear his shit. Then we come on, we see Hallie, same shit. Playoffs, finals, tear his shit. These guys are pushing it in the last moment to win the gusto. But the hindsight is this, is every guy who's done this is out for the whole next year. This really puts your team in a turmoil point, because now their main star is exit for the whole year. So now your team has to do everything it can to try to maintain a winning system while their star player is once again out for an entire year, then has to rehabilitate, which could be, in some cases a little longer to get back to actual performance playing ball the way you want to be, without hurting, without soreness, and where it's comfortable. And that's the setback. We're seeing it a lot now because we're watching these guys push it to the very utmost limit in these power points. There has to be a line where a coach has to put winning to a side sometimes and value the player for what the injury could be. I would like to win the championship today, but if you pop your shit, you gone for a year. What's the outcome? Yeah, this was the finals, I get it, but this man's minutes should have been, I think, a little bit lower. He probably shouldn't have started this game, to be honest with you. He probably should have came in off the bench. I'm not saying that would have stopped or prevented anything that happened, but it looks a little better given the situation. You have this guy, he has an injury. We've seen what the injury can do. Coaches, trainers, everybody knows this. They would do this in football. If you walked up and you stumbled like that, they're pulling you. They don't give a fuck if you're the star quarterback. It's 2 seconds in a fucking game and you need fucking 8 yards to win the game. They are yanking you out of there. Hey, yo, get Dre out of there. They're yelling it for safety. There has to be a protocol for these players, regardless of the benefactor, what it is. I understand it, but now they're out for a year. Now you're paying this guy $32 million to sit on there and maybe come back a
I
shell of
agree with
himself.
that protocol, because you gotta save motherfuckers from themselves. Regardless, man, I understand
We
it's a
should call that the
championship on
Tom
the line.
Thibodeau.
Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, in game 7, it's like, yeah, you gotta play now. You know what I'm saying?
It's the
He should
pressure.
have played game 5.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? If he wasn't gonna play, he actually probably shouldn't have played then. You know what I mean? Because with an injury like that, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure at all. But it seemed like you could probably rest that. You know what I'm saying? It was a strain. It seemed like you could maybe rest that. I'm not sure how you fix that.
You need longer than what they gave. That's all it was.
But like, yeah, but now it's all fucked up.
Right.
That's the point.
Correct.
You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? Like you say, the whole damn organization is crippled because of this shit. You know what I mean?
And does sneakers have anything to do with it, in your opinion? High top sneakers?
I don't know what the fuck Chuck is talking about. That shit is because motherfuckers ain't working out as much as they used to work the fuck out. And with all this new fancy equipment and shit everybody got, you should be, I mean, in the gym or at least working out a little bit more. You know, if you think about the team, we say Tom Thibodeau, we ridicule him a lot. But who was hurt on that team? Tell me who was hurt.
Right.
He ran 5 motherfuckers in the ground, right? But who's hurt? They all fucking played. Look at the Miami Heat.
OG was hurt earlier.
Yeah, he was in and out, but shit, that's what he was going to be regardless.
Yeah, we mentioned one person. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the Miami Heat.
Right.
They still on some two-a-day shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the motherfuckers who in shape ain't getting hurt as much. That's what the fuck is happening.
How you feel, Stubby?
I feel like it is about, nowadays you're getting more explosive, but it's also about the shoes as well, because either way, what's the one thing that you know that you need support in every sport is motherfucking ankle support. So if you don't got mids, you got highs. Like, bruh, low top shoes were not a thing back in the day when you were hooping. You know you wanted ankle support. Niggas had shit tucked up to their calves damn near if they could. I'm sorry. That's how you started.
I don't think it's so much ankle support for Achilles though. This is like
Bro,
we seen a ripple way up in this nigga's calf. Like your shoe don't really affect that. Like
you know where the ripple comes from? That's because that tendon slaps from it slaps from the bottom of your foot and comes up, bro. That's how your Achilles snaps.
I get it, but
it
I
goes
don't
from
think
down
that was
to
because
up.
of the shoe, though.
But you need to have some type of support.
I don't think that right there is because of the shoe right there, bro. That's all I'm saying. Look at that.
Bro, there's still no support back there.
Yes, there's plenty of
There's
support.
no support.
Not even
Bro, it's
support.
on the ball of your foot. If you honestly look how low Kobe's are.
What happens?
Bro,
Okay, no.
And that's how Kobe did his thing.
Shit,
I'm not excusing it. But, bro, you're liable to get a breakage with a higher top shoe versus a pulled muscle. You rather have it break, because then you're out for how many months? I get that.
What happens
but
is,
when you have a muscle actually tear, it's completely different, my guy. That's a whole nother entity, because you got to come back from the rehab of the first. Bro, they should have put him in some high top shoes if he really wanted to play. Put him in something that's going to give him more stability to do what you know that he does. Because, bro, you are a nigga on the move. Dog, that's why people always bragged about those hyper dunks back when I was in high school. Motherfuckers said shocks were trash. Motherfuckers did not wear low top shoes like that. Especially the hooping.
Though. Those old shoes though, with how thick the top was, like nowadays, not so much.
Bro, that's because they're going for style.
But they got wraps that are
ass.
They got
That
wraps
shit is thick as hell. But you put that on
they don't
over
go out
the
wrapped
wrapping
up
over
every
the breast.
every one of them niggas rapping they feet.
Like if you
nigga.
Not
you
all
sprain
of
your
them.
ankle
Listen,
when you
not
play,
all of
Listen,
them.
what you do? You tighten up. You tighten that.
You keep on saying not
up.
all of them, bro. Every player is wrapping their ankles. I'm trying to tell you, you're not understanding. They is taping them underneath the socks, bro. This is a common thing with them. You know why? Because the trainers do it. You go over to the trainers, they wrap you. What we talking about is when we talking about an Achilles tear, right? We're talking about constant wear on a muscle. Now, only time a muscle wears down like that if there's tears in it. Tears from ripping. And now, ripping and doing all that explosive shit has nothing to do with the fucking shoes sometimes, what I'm saying. When you tear a muscle and you have soreness and you make another move, the shoe has nothing to do with a muscle. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying you have more support.
So let's just
because you're doing it with no ankle braces.
You say he should have played or set out?
He should have sat out, man. I'm sorry.
How you feel, Stud? He should have set out.
Limited. I wouldn't say so much sit out. Just limited minutes. Very limited.
I wouldn't have said. I'd just be like, we got to change a couple of things. And one of those things would have been either brace him up or put some shoes on him.
He was most definitely braced up. He had his legs.
He didn't have. I just showed him with no
Bro,
ankle
that
braces.
nigga had
Yeah,
a
we
sleeve
said
on
something
his
about
calf,
that.
bro.
No, I get you said set him out.
Yeah,
but-
that's a
but
compression
you
sleeve
think it's you
on
think,
your calf.
Bro,
Your Achilles is down here.
Bro,
We gotta listen
your
to the
Achilles,
moderator, yo.
your
Go ahead,
Achilles
okay.
runs everywhere up your fucking leg, my guy. Like,
Oh, this is
but
chaos.
I'm just trying to figure out. You said it's because it's too explosive, right? That's why players are getting hurt.
Mhm.
And you said that players are just more explosive.
it's how they're training and their explosiveness. Yes, they're just. It's what the next
Yeah,
up
it's a
injury
trend.
would be. It'd be the next up injury is what I'm saying.
I bet you gonna see him
I don't-
come
I
out
don't
with high
think-
top shoes on.
I don't think
gonna have
I don't think
calves.
explosive has anything to do with it. I think that's a fallacy. I think when you look at guys like David Thompson, guys
I'm trying to tell you.
guys have been
You
explosive.
can't tell me
for-
that Halliburton and
for
KD
years.
is more explosive than
Right.
David Thompson.
So I don't think
It's not
that has anything to do with me.
No,
personally.
but D Rose was, and look where his explosiveness.
That's
is.
one guy.
That's right. And my personal
Anthony Hardaway wasn't explosive like that.
my personal opinion is that I personally think it's AAU. I think when you look, players are playing a lot younger and they're playing a lot more games.
A lot more.
They're playing
But
a lot.
they're not in the greatest shape either, though.
That's-
They don't stretch.
I
as
get
much as they need
get
to.
that.
You gotta
No,
think
I
about
mean,
how
these
old
things
Damian
fucking
Lillard
No,
is
I
right
get-
now.
I get
He's
all of
years
that.
out of that.
But a lot of that comes with time. When you're young like that, I don't give a fuck how much you tell them to stretch.
Yeah.
You're young.
Yeah.
You're gonna
They
go out
lazy as hell
Right,
during the
right,
stretches,
you're,
though.
right. I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
that,
Right.
but
That
but
makes
you're
it the
just
trainer's
young.
fault.
But when you're playing that many games, I remember my son being in AAU playing 5 fucking games a day. Playing. That's different than when you in the summer and you outside playing like they did.
But the thing about playing basketball is you gotta be working harder than the actual game.
Yeah,
the game
absolutely.
gotta be easier
What was
than
crazy
what
is-
you working
I-
out.
Back in the day, they had the same amount of games, though. I don't
No,
understand how
no,
things
it
got.
wasn't- wasn't prevalent.
not right, exactly.
They had
That was
Yeah,
niggas with
yeah,
money.
yeah.
that's totally different than what they
I
do.
guess. I mean,
And
like they
then
wasn't.
when you look at
like
all the
the
travel, I'm talking
yeah.
about top guys. You're traveling around the world. Some of these guys are 12, 13 years old. I mean, not around the world. Some of them around when they're in high school. They're
That's
traveling around
that's
the world.
that's the
Yeah,
majority
but
of
they
sport,
were-
though.
they
You
were
do the same for
traveling, though.
football, flag
But not-
football,
but not-
baseball. Like
It's-
motherfuckers,
but it's
that's
not
part of the
that-
game,
that's
though.
just-
I feel like that's
that's
just
just
what
my-
you have to get used to. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like everybody
But
type is
basketball
different too.
is
Prince,
basketball.
when you play
Those
basketball,
games,
Niggas don't
they
do enough
changed
work
the
is my
rules for what
opinion
you're
on that.
doing.
But you can also overwork yourself and
I get
cause
that, I
greater
get that.
injury
You want-
too.
you
like
want-
I
Larry
could get
Bird.
And you want another
I can get
example? Fucking Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi
Yeah.
Leonard is a perfect example.
Yeah.
He's always hurt because
he
he's
works
he's-
so damn hard.
It's no different. It's
But he
no different
also
than
only
playing all
plays
the games.
half seasons. It doesn't look like he really takes care of his body the way he
No.
does, though. I'm
No.
sorry. Yes, he
Kawhi
does.
is.
Kawhi doesn't really look like he
But-
takes a lot
No,
of
but he
good
does though.
He does.
Yeah.
They say he do.
You
And
say he do, but you always injured. How does this happen? I watched LeBron put millions in his body as this nigga's never injured. I
You
watched
know,
certain
Kawhi
niggas
just
just
don't
don't
talk
get.
about, you know what I'm saying,
Exactly.
everything that he
You
do.
gotta think about
Exactly.
But
it.
he keep himself in
The
This
time-
nigga had a
though.
season-ending
bro.
ending quad injury. I've never seen this nigga. A
Because he
season-
working, man.
What year was that?
It depends.
That was
on,
the last year when he was with the
Which
Spurs
one?
and
Well,
Tony
what was
Parker, and
injured?
they got mad and they all broke up
No,
after
you
that.
gotta think about
They ended
this.
up trading him to the Toronto.
Most
That was
players-
a forced out
most
trade
players
to
who-
begin with too, so we can't
Because
calculate the
Tony
days.
Parker was sick.
You know what they
how
called it,
long
an
the
injury
was,
probably.
and you know what I'm saying,
His sister
when he just
took
wanted
that
to go, that's too much calculation.
And
But
right
there was
after
other
his sister
politics
took
going
that
on
lady,
with
he
that.
got
though.
traded to Toronto. So
He had to leave
Like
the
he had to
Spurs,
leave.
man.
I don't think it was because of injury. It's because what happened with his sister. To be
Man,
honest.
but we got to move on. Let's talk about this forever, man.
Yeah,
This is the draft episode, man. Draft special edition. Cooper Flagg was the first pick in the NBA draft, as everyone pretty much knew. Do you guys think he'll win Rookie of the Year, and what do you predict his numbers will be? I do actually have him winning Rookie of the Year, and I got him 18, 7, 2 assists, steal on the block.
Damn, those numbers are very motherfucking similar to what the fuck I wrote down. Fam, I said 17, 8, and I said 6. Because I heard motherfucking Jason Kidd talking, man. This motherfucker, you heard him talk about dog? He said he gonna put the ball in his hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
All the
saying? He was like, man, the same way motherfuckers didn't believe in Giannis. I put the ball in his hand, mess up or whatever, man. You gotta go through it, trial and error, whatever. But I'm putting the ball. Well, with that being, because I would have went with Dillon in San Antonio as the rookie of the year. And so I heard that motherfucker say that shit. Now that I know that he actually gonna have the ball in his hand, because he do make good decisions. I seen him throw a lot of fucking lobs. You know what I'm saying? In one fucking game one time and shit. But like, yeah, man, yeah, if he can throw all them, dog, trust me, he threw a lot of fucking lobs. It was a championship game. The motherfucker came down through like 4 fucking lobs.
That shit looks
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's all cool.
In a short span of time.
On a
Now he got
professional level.
Gafford.
And he got live.
Now you got Gafford and Lively and AD to throw
And
these
AD be
motherfuckers
healthy.
through.
Yeah.
That don't sound like a bad whatever to me at all.
But you got to think about it. The whole Duke
It's
team.
a ball in his hand. He can get 17 again.
Yeah, the whole Duke team was a starting 5. They all got drafted. So salute out to that. But he been playing with pros. He conducts himself like a pro. He talks like a pro. But to me, he ain't got one rookie of the year.
Who do you got?
Ace Bailey.
At Utah?
Hey, you saw.
Yep.
He don't even want to be there.
He don't have to want to be there to ball out to get out.
That's
You gotta still. No,
hilarious.
you still gotta. You still gotta play. You still gotta play regardless. You still gotta play. And if you play horribly, if you play horribly, guess what?
This is why you bring it.
No, I'm telling you, if you play horribly,
Like this.
nobody's gonna take you seriously. Somebody will give you a shot, but you're not gonna be the number 1 shot like you got a chance of being right now. You're the number 1 draft pick for this team. Come in, do your job, bro.
That's Huff, man.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I promise you, it's not.
You know that though.
No.
You know that. Utah. Nobody
That's
go to Utah
hilarious.
all out. Donovan McNabb. Listen to me, man. Fucking with you. Donovan Mitchell, man, was the only motherfucker since what? The light skinned boy and Boozer was doing a little something. Then it was
Kieran
Karen Gold. Then it was John Stockton.
AK-47.
They had pieces, but now
Yeah,
it's your turn to be that piece.
Some
You gotta
teams-
you gotta make yourself worthy of getting out of there.
Some teams are bad organizations.
Yeah.
And the Utah Jazz
And D
is one of
Wade
them.
and Danny Ainge ain't about to say that.
They're not a
They
good
on the come up as
organization
far
either.
as an organization.
They're doing better.
But guess what they not on the come up for? A place to live. Don't nobody want to go there. And I seen some Utah vision.
I'm just saying,
The
it's
Utah women, I don't want to knock
it's
y'all.
not a-
Listen,
it's
women
not a
in
highly
Utah.
successful,
Everybody,
they,
it ain't the stereotype that we think it is.
Utah?
But they got a
to me,
stereotype.
it's not. No,
It's the same way as Wisconsin got a stereotype.
Super successful.
bro.
Come
No,
on
the fuck
vacation,
they're
leave
not
home, bro.
fucking in playoffs like this, man. We're talking about the Utah Jazz.
Right, they're constantly in the playoffs. They're a model of consistency.
My God, they're not doing shit. The Bulls are always making them play-ins. Nobody's talking about that. As I'm just saying, it's just one of those
Play-ins
teams,
versus the
bro.
playoffs is
They're
different.
not. The Spurs have
So-
more of a fucking upcoming than they do, right? Nobody's really looking at that. The Grizzlies are looking
Yeah,
better. The
yeah.
Grizzlies are on a better pace than this team is right now. Come on.
Bro, you're talking about to achieve something. We're talking about achieve rookie of the year.
I'm just
And
saying,
This is
right,
a
and
solo
organization.
thing.
Right, and I'm
And
saying
all I
he's
gotta
not going to
do
do
is
it there.
outplay y'all. How many?
He's not gonna do it there.
He don't even want to.
So I want you to think about how many points you honestly think
He's
that
not gonna
Cooper
do
Flag
better
is
than
going to average.
20.
Because
He's
think
going
about
to
who's
average
all
about
on
20.
that team.
Yes.
And you're talking about 20.
Yes.
That's a false ass narrative.
All right, watch. Just watch.
13, 15
Talent,
points.
dog.
Bro.
They got talent. He's going to be
There's
nice.
no way he don't average at least 13, 15 points, man.
13, 15.
They got
I could
talent,
agree.
man.
I can agree with you.
Okay.
We're reasonable.
He's a
But
shooter.
you're
I gotta
talking.
miss
He's a
17,
shooter, bro. And they're
Klay
going to
Thompson's
extend
a
the floor.
shooter.
And he's going to
Kyrie's
the
a shooter.
Kyrie's injured.
Yeah, Kyrie's injured.
Yeah,
Okay.
So what the fuck is you talking about?
Bringing
So-
up the ball.
He is.
him.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's exactly what
Motherfucker, that's
the
the
kid
kid just said we're putting the ball in his hand. He's running point, nigga.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what changed up my motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
I
I'm
wouldn't
thinking
pick him
this.
either. Yeah.
That's
But
why I'm still
he's
saying that
not
he's not
mine.
gonna-
He's not what I got. He's not my. I don't think he's
okay.
okay
Because he can dribble better than Giannis could at that age.
Okay, but he's
He can
also
dribble better
6'9".
and
I
he can
get
shoot
this.
better
I get
and-
this. You're giving
He
the
can do more than
LaMelo Ball
Giannis could
effect.
at
I
that
get
time.
it. I get it. I get
No,
it.
he's better than
But
LaMelo Ball as far as that. He's better. He's a way better shooter and a physical scorer. I'm trying to tell you.
He played a different position.
I don't know about better shooter.
You're not a better shooter.
Yeah.
He played a different position.
LaMelo?
LaMelo,
Did he
LaMelo
not?
like that.
He's playing a different
Melo-
position.
Melo
He-
like
this
that,
is-
bro.
Sometimes
Dog,
he gets so into
but
the
no,
shot.
no,
That's
respect
big
on
game.
that
I'm
dude.
talking about rookie.
As a rookie, he was cold.
No, I'm talking about rookie. He struggled with that shot rookie year. He's got better with his shot. He's got better with his shot. I'm talking about
Yeah.
their first rookie
He
year.
got way better. But
No,
He could
not his
always
rookie year.
he
like
should have
that.
started.
He can shoot,
always
but this,
He can
this
shoot.
I'm
He
telling
just
you,
wasn't a starter.
the
his
way
rookie
Cooper
year.
can score like that is a lot different. He can pull from
Yeah,
a lot
he
different
can do
areas. He can
He can
shoot
do
from
a lot.
out there, but that's
And
not
his
his range.
height.
He's not going to be. He's
He's
really
able
going to
to
be
put
attacking.
somebody
Like,
in
But
the
he's
post.
never been
You know what I'm
the
saying?
point.
Melo can't
Ed-
post nobody out.
He never
you
been
never
the
said,
point.
but you know, you're not going to like his run-ins and shit like that. You don't know what he's running, bro.
Melo is a point guard.
He just
You're
six
comparing a
something.
power.
Compared
a
to
power
his
forward
He's
is
not a
not
power
a
forward,
point.
man. Listen, I'm
He
talking
was
about
a power
somebody.
forward for his team.
That doesn't
came
mean
off
that
of.
doesn't mean he
He's
can't
been
run
a
other
power-
positions.
He-
Lamar
I'm not
Odom was a
saying-
power forward. He could run the point. I'm just trying to tell you, guys can run point. It doesn't matter. We play in a positionless game. Joker brings the ball up. This should never be that. This is not traditional day. You roll your eyes you want. Does
That's
Joker
what I'm
not
saying.
bring the ball up in the playoffs, y'all?
But is he the point?
It
Who's out
doesn't
there
matter
to
who
guard
brings
him?
the ball up. Does Joker
Don't matter.
bring the ball up
It's
in the
like-
playoffs?
Yes.
It's like Scottie Pippen or Grant Hill.
Yeah.
So what you got his stats looking
He'll,
like?
he'll just be
He
pointing
said
forward.
also.
That's all.
He also said his stats though. What you got his
Right.
stats looking like?
Nah, I got his stats looking like 11 points.
We're talking about Ace Bailey because
Ace.
Okay.
That's who you picked.
Yeah,
Right,
I
that's
picked-
Right.
That's who you picked to win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I picked Ace. Ace, I give you about a good 15, 10, anywhere between 6 and 4. 4 and 6 assists, but he's gonna be a defense. So like, he's gonna be the person that you need to guard your best player at the end of the day. If not the second person to guard the best man at the end of the day.
That's your opinion.
Yes, sir.
I mean, a lot of people definitely say he's the second most talented player coming out the draft.
Yeah.
How you feel, Endo? What was his number? Who'd you pick?
I think I go with a sleeper. I think about somebody who doesn't really get talked a lot, but I've watched his game. I can see his development, and he's going to a team which is right next to a star in a similar like position that can really benefit him. Man, Derek Queen. He got traded he was actually drafted by Atlanta, but they traded that
Really
pick.
think that he could win Rookie of the Year though?
But he got traded to the Pelicans, and I really think next to Zion, a healthy Zion over there, given what they just picked up, they just picked up some nice little pieces too. Don't
He
forget
remind
that.
me of Zach Randolph.
But the way he can score is
Yeah.
Zach Randolph-ish.
Yeah.
But I like his array because he has great footwork already. It's only going to get better. Once he can start getting to his shot, he's going to be a walking bucket. He has the size of a guy who he spins off guys with ease. And he can make shots.
They say he may have trouble with his weight.
He might, but that's something with a little bit of working out and a little bit of good dieting we can work with. And I think he's really going to be, I would like to say maybe a 16 to 10 guy. I can see him getting averaging a double-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds,
You know, I would
possibly
have
some
picked
blocks.
in a sleeper for Rookie of the Year is Fears off that same team.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah,
But I've always been a little partial to Derek Queen. I really thought that's a lot of talent right there. First time I watched him play, I definitely said he's going to the NBA, and then he was eligible for the NBA next year.
Not mad at that. Now we had a little bit, but we didn't have one. Might be have one today. Gilbert Arenas and Gil's Arena. They had a very heated debate. Ron Artest and Gilbert Arenas said at one point, T-Mac was regarded just as good, if not better, than Kobe Bryant. This is what NBA players were saying. Y'all out there, let us know how y'all feel, man, about T-Mac and Kobe. T-Mac, best year, 02-03, 32, 7, 6, 2 steals, and a block, played 75 games. Kobe Bryant's best year, 05-06, 35, 5, 2 steals, 80 games. How do y'all feel? Was there any point? Now they said it was like a three year period to where T-Mac was considered just as good, if not better, than Kobe Bryant.
They say
Who wants to? Well, I guess
3
Oh,
years
yeah.
and just as good is hilarious. 3 years and just as good is crazy talk.
nah. So I actually watched the podcast that day that it came out. That was talking about like if you put him on that team, because like he's talking about when he's like for his rookie years where he had to step back and let Vince Carter be the man. He's like, put me on that team. I was doing the same type of shit Kobe was doing. And then he's like, when
You
Kobe,
mean when he wasn't good enough to start with Vince Carter?
no,
He wasn't even a starter.
No,
It wasn't
it's
even
because
like he
Vince
took a
Carter
step
already
back
took
and let
his.
him shoot.
No, Vince Carter came in the league with his name. Vince Carter was rookie of the year before. You think the rookie of the year is about to just go sit
But he
down?
wasn't good enough to start.
He was good enough to start. They just played the same position, and
They
it was
did not
different.
play the same position.
It was different. Yeah,
Jason McGrady is a 2-guard.
no, he played the 3.
But
Three.
you're out there to score. You can
he
play.
played the 3.
If you
He
that
came
good,
in as
you
a
can-
small forward.
If you that good,
The team was stacked, and your guy just became the rookie of the year.
team was stacked.
The guy just
Antonio Davis, Charles Oakley,
That's
Hakeem Olajuwon.
No, I'm talking about stacked for what they
The
had.
dark-skinned point guard with the waves.
And you got him coming in as a rookie.
I don't even remember who they 2-guard was.
But so, I think it was Del Curry.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I think wasn't it Del?
Oh my
I
God!
think so.
Yes, it was one of
Yeah.
the years.
Yeah.
It was Dale
Yeah.
Curry. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Dale Curry played with Vince Carter.
Yeah. So, but
I just
so are you saying you agree that T-Mac at one point was just as good as Kobe Bryant? Would you agree with that?
oh hell yeah.
At their peak, was he ever better, or you say just as good?
I say, if not better, because you gotta think about it. You gotta take height into a
I need
factor.
to
No.
No, you always gotta take height into a factor.
No. I'm just trying
Robert
to get.
Parrish is taller than
I'm,
Michael Jordan.
I'm-
Does that make him better than
I'm,
Michael
I'm,
fucking
I'm,
Jordan?
I'm just trying to get a definite answer. Was
No.
T-Mac at any point better than Kobe Bryant?
Yeah.
Ignore them.
Plus Robert.
Don't ignore me,
man.
Nah,
I'm
y'all
ignoring
are both
all my
ignoring.
God.
Nah, it's
I'm
about
trying to bring some
location.
consistency to
No,
the
because
equation.
No, we're
No,
not.
he was.
So you
He-
said
yes.
You're saying at one
Yes,
point
'cause he was
T-Mac
doing-
better than Kobe.
Yes, because he was
Okay,
still
that's
doing
all.
more with
I'm not
less.
mad at that.
He never had a stacked team like Kobe had, ever. You can't say he did.
We're not talking. We're just talking about
I'm just
player.
no. They
We're just talking about players.
I remember
you
Kobe
said
could have a
yes.
stacked team, and he went
Okay.
out there and scored 81 points on niggas
nah,
to
but
show
what they
who
was
was
talking
boss.
about is
Hey, I'm just saying.
I'm talking
So,
about.
what
we
we
talking
talking
about?
about?
I'm
back.
saying.
Yeah,
Going
I got
out
you.
there like, well, this is my show. Then I'm gonna score 81.
Hendo, how you
I'm
feel?
boss.
Was there any point at one time when
Yeah.
T-Mac
Nah, he was just on fire.
just as good, if
And
not
they made
better
it.
than Kobe Bryant, in your opinion?
I think a lot of people are really forgetting how good T-Mac really was at the
that
height
nigga was
of his
raw.
game. This man was at one point just as good as Kobe.
Okay.
He just was not on a successful enough team with the coaching because coaching has a lot
Absolutely.
to do. And
That's
I
what I-
always say this
Yeah,
because
can't win with
it wasn't always the team that they were circling around, but it wasn't.
Yeah, Doc Rivers, dog.
No, it's not always just a team issue. It's somebody who's putting you in a
Can't
position
win
to
with
win,
one.
though, too. But I think at one point in time, you really couldn't do shit with T-Mac's game. He could get to his shot. He could finish around the rim. He could
Because that's
shoot.
so real though. Because when you mention that shit though,
No, but
it's not,
you
maybe
shoot.
you want to jump to that side of the argument.
But
Coaching is everything.
It
You know what I'm
is.
saying?
And you gotta think about it.
Glenn. I'm just saying,
Right,
because
the nigga went from
Kobe
Toronto,
wasn't gonna win with
Orlando
Glenn
to
neither.
the
You know what I'm
Rockets.
saying? Well, nobody gonna win with Glenn.
Right.
Hey, only time Glenn won was when he had Tom Thibodeau is the other coach, nigga. When you had
But
time, there was
just-
somebody else
just
in that
keep it
coaching
a buck,
staff.
though.
And
That's
you
just-
had KG and Ray Allen and Rondo and motherfucking Paul Pierce.
So you say
the only
yes.
time
At his
he
height,
won.
yes.
And it's like you said he was better.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
No, he was better. He just needed better coaches.
Okay.
He just needed
Not
better.
even-
He was
Was it
raw.
close?
It doesn't close.
Okay.
Absolutely. This is
Okay.
goddamn T-Mac we talking about.
Okay.
But and it was truth out is, man, you go back and look at T-Mac's numbers. You know, I'm not a big numbers guy,
That's commercial level.
but I remember a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
But same point in time though, T-Mac's numbers, man, T-Mac's numbers look real good. That's nice. Same point in time, I seen Kobe do more with less. You know, Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
I
those
really
years with
have. I
Sasha.
really- yeah.
I remember him playing with Sasha and them.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Okay. You said
I
more
seen
of a
it.
Yeah.
And he a gym rat.
Toronto.
He
I
Kobe
don't
is
know
a workaholic.
We're not gonna switch teams. We talking
Kobe
about
is a workaholic whose jump
did
shot
that with
was
Toronto,
always there. Tracy McGrady had a few years where the jump shot looked better, but was never really a quality
even
jump
with Chris
shot.
Bosh and his cousin there.
Then he goes to Orlando.
And he has a very good team with Orlando. Orlando was a team waiting to
The
happen.
Rockets.
And the Rockets
And the
was
Rockets
a very
had
good.
the best
the
chance
Rockets was
with-
a
They had
very
y'all
good team as
fucking
well.
me.
That's why I said.
But they had a
That's
lot.
when
They
he
had
actually
Ray
got a
Frost,
piece.
then they had
That's
Seth.
when-
I believe Cephalosha at one time.
Yeah, they had Cephalosha for years.
I believe they had Scola maybe.
Scola, yeah, they had a nice little team.
Yeah.
They
Rockets were
these
motherfucking
weren't terrible
powerhouse.
teams. I'm gonna tell you what happened, bro.
Well, I tell you what happened. He never won a playoff series. Did he
Well,
win a playoff
Yeah, he
series?
did.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
No, he's won. He's won a playoff series. What happened was he just happened to be on the wrong team, meeting the wrong motherfuckers
I don't think
sometimes.
so neither. I feel like him and Melo ain't never won. Well, did Melo win a playoff series?
Melo's definitely won a playoff series.
Okay.
Melo did.
Okay, so Melo did. If Melo did, then he definitely did.
But I
knew one of
thought
them
T-Mac
not.
did it with the Rockets, though, is what
Yeah,
I'm
he did
saying.
it with the
I thought
Rockets.
he thought he beat a
If
motherfucker with the
Melo
Rockets.
did, he did not. I know this for a fact. I love both of these niggas. One of them never won a goddamn playoff series. I know that for a fact. Know it for a fact.
No, never.
Tracy?
Yep.
Yeah, never.
Yeah,
He never got out the first round.
that's what I said.
Yeah, I'm talking these guys here, man. I'm trying to tell you. And you mean this is what I'm basing this shit off of. I promise to God. Because in my mind,
he did it
Kobe,
once.
if he had a team,
He did it once, but as a it won't really count. It was 2013 the Spurs as a bench warmer.
bench one. Yep, no.
And he won the
No, that
Because
really
if
count.
Kobe, my thing is if Kobe, goddamn it, is on one of the teams that's good enough to make it to the playoff, at least one of them damn years, he gonna hit a shot or something to advance their ass. He gonna be the reason why they get to at least the next round, at least win one round. I don't see Kobe Bryant never winning a round of basketball, not one round in the playoff. No, I don't see a Kobe Bryant team doing that. He's too crazy with the work. And it's going to rub off on somebody in one of these 20 years that he played.
I don't think T-Mac was the leader like Kobe was, though. He was just a good player. There's a difference between leading your team and being a leader, and you know
That's
what
the
I'm saying?
difference between being Tom Brady and Peyton Manning or some shit.
Exactly. It is.
Like great,
One's a little bit better
it's a
leader.
very slight. Exactly, it's a very slight whatever. But one materializes into like 7 rings, and the other materializes in 2.
That's a good point.
Coach has a lot to do with it, though.
I like that.
Absolutely, Bill
Great.
Belichick, absolutely.
That was a great segment, man. If it's y'all first time checking us out, man, we got a new segment, man. A Cool's Corner.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean right
Yeah,
there.
it's fun.
You know what I'm saying?
That's that means.
Like,
That
you
ain't
on
going
the
now.
corner. You on
Funny,
the
nigga.
Oh,
This
baby,
nigga funny
come
as
on.
hell.
Funny, nigga. I'm the crow.
This is where our brother Koo is going to tell us a movie or a show and where they can watch it and what a little bit about it, man. A little rundown. So, Koo, what you got for him today?
So, I actually wanted to go back and
Boo.
Go ahead.
No, I
ahead,
wanted to
bro.
go back and actually see who had the best Marvel movies, like trilogies.
Mhm.
And for some reason, I'm stuck watching out of everything Captain America.
I do not like Captain America. That's crazy.
And it's the fact that I didn't like it that I had to give it a start over.
Yeah.
And I started realizing this nigga was actually gypped and still overcame diversity. He was a real black man for a second because that nigga felt out of place everywhere.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, being a man at a time make you a nigga for real, for real.
Oh, wow.
Dog, like, you fucked in the
man.
game. Nigga, what do you mean an iPod? Oh no, I know what an iPod is now. I seen one yesterday, bro. So of course, like
Right.
Nick Fury and them put him up on game because of course the guy's smart. But I'm just going back and rewatching all that because like I thought it just was lame, but his shit actually happened to be like the key component for
Yeah,
everything.
because he that dude for him, but I feel like he's still lame though.
Man, make sure you check out Ironheart. though.
And that's
She
what I
just
was
dropped
watching
out,
too.
She just,
Nah, I
she
just
nice.
watched the
Yeah,
first
I'm
2
not saying
episodes of that, and like, I didn't want to say nothing on
Thought
it
that
until I
shit
watched
was
No,
the
you
third
gotta
one.
do it, but hey, it's a good little series,
Nah,
man. If
it
you get a
is.
chance on Disney, check
I
it
thought
out.
that
man.
shit
That's
was
what
a
I'm gonna let you
motherfucking
know next-
movie. Y'all
nah.
gotta check that out. 2 episodes I already see.
No,
There's
there's
3 out.
3, but
Three?
Yeah.
man.
I didn't wanna say
You finally
nothing.
doing your job.
I do like
I didn't
that
wanna say
cast.
who till I watched
He said
it.
he finally
You know what I
doing your
mean? I'm
job.
finally finna fuck with this.
I'm
Who's Corner now
gonna
because
change
of
up my
today, nigga.
style about it a little bit, so I'm gonna make my niche for it. I got it.
All right, and what can they check? Oh, of course,
On
Captain
Disney,
America.
Disney.
Plus.
Okay, all right, man.
True.
Check it out, man. That
Or
Captain
stream
America
that shit on the
trilogy.
video,
If you
that
didn't like it,
channel,
man,
all types
uh,
of shit.
You can't say none of that.
Hey, man,
Rico,
Fire stick, Don.
Absolutely.
right, Rico Records.
Ain't none of that. I'm just cheap.
I'm just cheap. But hey,
I'm frugal.
hey, check out
Bro,
that
frugal, but
check out that Captain America trilogy. I personally didn't like the first one, and I waited a few years, went back and watched it, and like for him, I actually had a bigger appreciation for it. But
Yeah.
excuse me, absolutely one of my favorite trilogies of all time. Probably right up there with actually I like Deadpool a lot.
Deadpool,
me
yeah.
personally.
That's not
Oh,
beating
God.
out Spider-Man or
That's
Blade. for
That's
me,
my
so.
favorite motherfucker right now.
But it's Spider-Man.
No,
That's
Blade,
the second.
Blade has to be one of mine because I fuck when he was really like one of our. But he was our
I
first
never
on-scene
fucking-
black
I never
hero,
even
bro.
seen Blade.
But he was our first
'Cause
on-scene
that
black
third one was
hero.
trash. I can't even.
The
know
third
that
one was
first.
just because he wanted to get out of that
Oh,
contract
right.
at that point.
No, it was trash.
Anyway,
I
he
thought
already-
he was
but
no Brown no more.
he saved Marvel doing it.
But
You gotta think
Ain't
about
even
it. That
know he was
first
Marvel.
Blade saved Marvel.
Fam, you not the first 2 Blades. Those are my favorite Marvel movies.
No, I get you.
Just like
first
don't
two.
nobody last like the last Matrix type shit.
Right.
They like, man, the first 2 was it, but the third one
Yeah,
did it for me.
that
Like,
shit was
nigga,
trash.
what the fuck was that? What?
Right, exactly. That, but it go up there because it
I
was
was
a
mad
it was a
because I was
monumental
mad.
moment. That's why I put it up there like that.
That shit was trash.
I still try to kick that shit.
Chill. Spider-Man
Straight in
wasn't
the
on
trash.
trash neither.
Nah.
No, Spider-Man was dope.
Yeah.
Toby and Garfield looking at us.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, they all had trilogies though, so those is all different entities.
That's different, yeah. But I like that, man. Cool's Corner, man. Check out that Captain America, man, trilogy. Moving right along, man. It's getting late. 3 rookies who will have the
Yo.
biggest impact on their team next season. Anyone wants to say? Go.
Oh, Stubbs, he always got the answer.
Dylan Harper
Okay.
for my 3.
I like that. Bills, who you got?
Shit, in no particular order, shit, I got Dylan Harper too.
With that Spurs team, that's gonna be fun to see that 3-guard system with Wemby,
Yep, watching all the games next year.
and he a lefty too.
Dog.
His mom is cold,
Damn.
respectfully. Yeah,
Of
she-
course.
Bring her up, matter of fact, while we got the TV here.
Chill.
Yeah, fuck it, we'll bring
That's
her
what
up.
we own now.
Hey,
That's what
I got
Yep.
Dylan Harper.
Dylan Harper.
we own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I like that.
Shit, he should be one, dude. Shit.
I mean, with the team and how it's set up right now, you just gotta see how it's gonna be
You see
coached
how
up. There's some weapons.
It's gonna work out because Fox should take a lot of pressure off that motherfucker. Then you got Wemby motherfuckers looking at him.
Who number 2? Who number 2?
What's up? So you got?
Who you got?
I'm trying to get the gentleman name, that center that they took out of Duke. I can't pronounce his
Oh,
name
okay.
for the Phoenix Suns.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, dude from,
From-
Barbados?
from South
South
Sudan.
Sudan.
Yeah, I can't. I didn't want to butcher his name. y'all, but-
Respect.
But yeah, him. I think he's gonna be phenomenal. I think the last time you looked at Phoenix, they were really good. Is when they had DeAndre Ayton. I think that's gonna help things out with if they keep Bradley Beal and Devin Booker. I think that can really help them out having a rim running center like him.
Yeah.
Stuff. So you got number 2.
Cooper Flag.
Oh, that's easy.
That's easy.
Super easy.
Yeah.
Bill.
Shit, I got fears, man, from New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? The guard, man. See this little clips and shit, man. It's looking like dog might be the truth, man. Fuck my buddy, man. I'm gonna check out some of the games.
I like that. Hendo.
My number 2 was Cooper Flag. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I went with I went with VJ Edgecombe.
I see that.
76ers.
Right,
I think
The
he's
dudes that was crying, his work ethic finna be crazy.
Yeah,
his work ethic. I
ethic.
don't think the team's work ethic is what it is. That's
But
not-
like you said, it's an individual award.
I
Like,
get it.
Well, as far as impact too, like you know what I mean, that was a
and that's what I look at. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel
is
like
it really
he
gonna affect winning.
right.
Right.
That's my question.
Yeah.
And I know Cooper Flag is going to affect winning.
Yeah.
Like he's going to be a factor eventually. Like I feel like
I know Buddy's work
It's just
ethic
not gonna
though.
happen
That he
right
just
away.
mentioned Edgecombe, whatever his name
Yeah,
is. Though,
PJ.
whenever you live 6 years without energy, you running off generators and shit like this and whatever. And the way that boy was crying, he finna dunk on niggas for at least 3
Oh yeah,
years.
he's super athletic.
Dog,
They got
majorly motivated.
They got his ceiling as Victor Oladipo.
Mm.
But
You have to see.
But he also played D, so I think that's gonna. In my opinion, I think by the end of his rookie year, I think he's gonna make Paul George expendable.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion,
I think with
Paul
him
George,
being
you already
drafted,
I
I
think
think
that's-
you put Maxey and him in that backcourt.
I think that's a fact.
That's
Paul
just-
George
Because
is already
anybody could have
expendable.
damn that made this nigga expendable. He shouldn't probably even been here. Straight up.
He need to be
Paul-
coming
Should be coming
off
off the
bench.
bench.
He should be
He
coming
need to be
off
coming
the
off somebody's
fucking
bench.
That's
He
why-
need to be coming off like the Knicks bench or something
Bro,
like that.
if he coming off the bench, man, try to be 6 man of the year or something there, bro.
You want to know what would be a good spot for him? Denver.
Not really.
They have no
Enough
coach.
of them.
They have no coach.
I like that young.
They don't have any point guards. When Joe go out the game to make everybody make the
But
offense smooth.
that's what I'm saying.
But he's just shooting
He-
too. It's a more
He can
one-on-one
he-
game.
No, he
he
would
can
have,
handle a little scoring.
he could change his game because Paul, people forget Paul George can D up what he used to when he was a phenomenal.
Ever since he
defensive
broke his
player.
leg, he ain't D'd up yet.
But no, he can play D. That was never a problem.
He's
And-
more hesitant.
and he can handle the ball.
That's the
I'm
scary.
talking
He's
about.
not a facilitator.
But he doesn't.
Not,
He
not like
doesn't,
that.
he doesn't need to be because right now what they need is Michael
That's true.
Porter Jr. You take out Michael Porter Jr. and you bring in a Paul George. That can help them because
You
for
lose.
one,
It's a change of
because
pace.
For one, well, not no.
You losing the
For
same
one,
fucking game.
for one, he's a better defender,
No,
and
he's
you're
not.
asking. He is a better defender.
No, he's
than Michael
not.
Porter
You-
Jr.
He
No,
is.
he's
That's not even a question.
He
He used to be.
No,
he
he
used
still is,
to
bro.
be.
He's still
That's not even a
timid.
question,
He's still
bro.
better
He
than
just
Dog
plays
because
timid.
dude sucks.
That's what I'm saying.
He
Dog
just
is
plays
becoming a
timid.
liability. This nigga slowly turning
He's
into
been
Chris
ti-
Middleton in
he's-
front of us.
he's
Everybody's
just
trying to give
playing
this
more
nigga
timid.
credit.
He's a better defender than Michael Porter Jr.
He's been timid since
Michael
he's
Porter, that's not
had the
saying much.
snap.
Thank you.
I understand that.
Right.
I understand that. But
Right.
what I'm saying is he is a better defender than Michael Porter Jr.
That's a fact.
And then
He's
He's a
scared.
better scorer than Michael Porter, not a defender.
He's
He's a
scared.
better
You can't
scorer.
even say necessarily better.
He's scared.
Yes, I
because
can.
he-
Yes, I can.
He stopped going
He's
for
a
the
way
chase
better
downs.
scorer. He's not a better defender.
He stopped
He's a
going
better
for chase
scorer.
downs.
He's a guy who can
What
give you a
he-
bucket.
he
He's not
settles.
stopping nobody. I'm sorry, bro.
He settles
He's not.
Paul
Thank you. He
George
settles for
will
jump
let
shots
you down
every fucking time.
every time.
before the biggest moment.
Yo.
Not
I-
even
I like
No,
his
it's just
wrong.
what he does.
Paul
No,
George
it's
will
just because
let
you
down.
remember how raw he was.
Right. You think about Indiana, Paul George. You captivated with that.
You forgetting about after the Olympic.
That nigga
Paul
broke that
George.
leg. That nigga defensive stand wasn't the same. Boy, it's a
man,
divot in that
he-
motherfucker.
He's
He-
like been
bro.
good. He's just way overhyped. Like you can't depend
Bro.
on him for shit. Everything that he can do, he ain't gonna do it when he's supposed to do it. And that's the problem with Paul
Nah,
George.
he hasn't
He
done
a
it
talented
since the
player.
snap. He hasn't done it since the snap.
He
That
has,
nigga was
man.
a threat to
He's been
LeBron.
good.
He was
He's
a
been
threat to
good.
LeBron.
He's a one,
gave
two,
you-
three quarter
bro,
guy.
what
Is
are
what
you
he
talking
is.
about?
He's
He was-
not a clutch
No, he
player.
was
He's
more
not
of a
dependable
threat to
player.
LeBron when he
When
played
he can
in
do
Indiana.
any
Paul-
other quarter, he cannot do when you need it.
Before
He's
the
not-
snap,
Bro,
Yeah.
Paul,
He
Paul,
was-
That nigga's
what are you
overrated.
talking about?
that
Okay,
Indiana team was a threat to
Paul
any
George,
cat team.
Paul George in 17-18, not that long ago, was third in MVP vote with that OKC team. He gave you 28 a fucking game that year and 2.2 steals.
Bro, that's 8-9 years ago.
who was he playing with? Who was he playing with? No.
You said 17, 18. It's 2025.
It's not that long ago.
Nah, but think about who was he
It's
playing
not
with?
that long ago, my nigga.
He told me damn near his rookie year looking at
No, but
I'm not
still.
even.
Which this is what he's giving it the. Man, come
No,
on, man.
even still after that, 21.5, 23.3,
Come on, man.
24.3,
Hey.
23.8.
What about his
22.6.
defense?
Yeah, I know.
We
Like,
talking-
bro, like,
we-
bro,
we-
Paul
What
George,
happened to his
ball, dog.
defense?
What happened?
2 steals a game
is
for
Paul-
a fucking career.
But we
Blocks.
talking about the same Paul
1.8
George
last year.
who is settling just
He
for a
gave you
lot
2
of jump
steals a
shots. He
game
can
last
shoot
year.
the ball, but as far as being
That was
aggressive, going to the
That's
lane,
what I'm
he's not
talking
really
about.
doing that. He never played the same type of defense. He's not that aggressive no more.
Right.
He lost some of
He
his
lost
bite.
all his
He can
And
still
I-
shoot and stuff, but
I
we're
didn't-
talking
I
about
didn't-
just
I
like
didn't-
other players
I didn't
used to do that
disagree with
shit.
that. I just simply
He
said
lost
he's
his
a better
aggression
defender
for a
than him.
while.
Not defender, not defender.
He lost all. He lost.
Listen,
he
this
lost
is a-
the dog in
This
once
is
he
a
snapped his
no,
leg.
no. Let me
Not
get this
the
out in
dog.
the air real quick because sometimes this is a stat falsity. All right, let's not act like just because you average a steal or something per game that you're honestly guarding up getting steal. You could be good at playing passing
Backdoor.
lanes and getting shit like that. It's not basically a man up is what I'm saying.
Right.
Sometimes when we look at the steal
It's
stat,
LeBron James defense, yeah.
no. But sometimes when we look at the steal, when we look at the steal stat, people visualize like it's a guy standing in front of him and he picking his pockets.
Allen
No,
Iverson defense.
sometimes you're preying on somebody's shitty pass and you're playing the lane. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't think Paul George's one-on-one game, his ISO D, is
But
where
the
it's
thing
at.
about Paul George is that he always did play good one-on-one defense, though. He jumped the
He
passing
used to.
lane.
He used to.
And
He
he's
used to.
still better than
And
average.
he used to
And
do
he's still
chase
better
downs.
than
That's all
Porter
I'm
Jr.
saying.
He's better than Porter Jr.
That's
He was
all
one-on-one
I'm saying.
defense.
And I understand what
Well,
you're saying
yeah.
because just like he
I think
alluded to,
that's
is Allen
I think
Iverson.
so. My
People
opinion.
act like AI was a great defender because of steals.
Nah,
No,
it wasn't the same steals as Gary Payton steals.
Exactly.
Correct.
He
There's a
played-
difference
he
on
played
that.
average.
That's all I'm
Iverson.
getting out there.
I understand that, but when you look at Paul George, he averaged 1.7 steals for his career. He plays defense. That's fucking phenomenal. And like he said, he's known for playing one-on-one.
I just don't want him to fuck up that team. Is why I don't want to go there. Paul George, he gonna fuck up any team you go to.
I don't know.
Goddamn.
Man, I just said, man, you forcing my hand. You should just let the shit go. Him, Westbrook, now everybody on blast.
No, all I'm saying was,
Yeah, everybody
but
on
you got to think about who was he playing with when he had those type of great seasons. He was playing right next to Westbrook.
He ain't
too.
had no great fucking season.
With Westbrook,
Because
yeah.
at the end of the day, he finna miss a shot that's important.
Yep.
Funny as
And
hell,
it's gonna
dog.
be him every time.
Every time.
And we'll never blame him. Everybody
But you
always be
blame
like,
him.
well, it's somebody
He
else.
started the-
When it's his turn and make some shots,
Can we
this
get to our
nigga don't
number
never
one?
make no shots.
Get to our number one, and then we all go through our
Ace
number
Bailey.
twos.
Nah, yeah, that's all number 2. We bugging out.
Yeah, my bad.
Who
Ace.
you got number one?
Number.
Who'd you have?
Ace.
No,
Hey.
no, you didn't.
No, that is
You
my
already-
number one.
Oh, you
I'm
got
at
Ace?
I'm at my
Okay.
number. What?
Okay, hey,
Yeah,
okay.
you heard
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
You-
going
you
motherfucker
keep saying
Cooper
no.
Flag.
Cooper.
That's your number one.
Because of what Jason Kidd said.
I got you.
Yeah.
What you got?
I still got Derek Queen, man. I think Dog is a pure baller at that center position, man. He's going to be trouble, and people just don't really see this freight train coming. You have Zion on one side, and you have him. There is going to be two massively
They're
dominant guys over here that can
They're
attack you
aggressive.
in a lot of different ways. Pause. Like, this is going to be crazy. We're actually going to see many twin towers out here.
Are they
These
gonna play
guys-
together? Like
Yes,
do we?
yes, this is a threat.
It's gonna be
And he has vision to where he can pass. He can hit him with the alley-oops. This is going to be nuts.
Defensively, that might be a nightmare.
It is.
Well, not for the other team. I'm saying for them.
for them. That's
Because
gonna be
if you have to
terrible.
guard motherfuckers, I'm not sure.
I don't think
They-
Zion
that's
gets
gonna be a
sized up
weakness
like
at some
that.
point in
I
time.
think when you put some,
Because other teams gonna play two bigs, so that's good to
but
match
these
up.
are different
Or if you
generational
dominate that.
bigs. He's not a
But-
typical
But
big though.
but are they
Different.
good on the perimeter? They gonna get caught in the switch.
Yeah.
When you play good teams,
Exactly.
they hunt you out to put you up top of the key.
I mean,
and now you gotta
coaching
guard
has to
Jaylen
figure that
Brown
out.
and
My
shit.
Coaching-
question
You
is,
know what I mean?
can you
Who the
see
fuck
Cooper
wants to guard
Flag?
Jaylen Brown?
Since you said Cooper Flag, right? Can you see Cooper Flag guarding somebody like a John Morant for
Absolutely.
38 minutes?
Why would he do that?
Why would he do that?
That's not going to be his
He's
job.
not the point guard.
He's not the point guard, bro.
He's
They're going to have
be
somebody
running
else
somebody
guard.
like
He's
Giannis.
just bringing the
Yeah.
ball up. That don't,
Yeah. But he ain't the point.
You're not guarding. You don't have to
But in
guard,
the
dog.
switch, absolutely.
You
He
got to.
plays defense.
You have to.
It's no
He
no
gonna
different.
get posterized.
It's no
Probably.
It's no different.
That's
than
Lonzo
what
Mourning,
happens.
Dikembe Mutombo,
Welcome
all
to the
these
league,
niggas got
my guy.
posterized,
That's what's
nigga.
going to happen.
Shaq.
Everybody's
For
getting
real.
dunked on.
Michael Jordan, everybody got dunked on.
Yeah, I think for me his pretty biggest impact probably should be Cooper Flag. Just not only because talent wise, but I think also he has the best. He has the most talent around him. I think as a rookie, in my opinion, as far as the lottery picks, most number one picks don't come in having two top 15 players in the league on that team. So
on his ass.
that's gonna be fun.
Point guard gonna rip his ass.
Well, what are you talking
He just came
about,
from
fam?
college. You think he's not good against playing against
Bro,
What are you
this
talking
nigga's
about,
been playing
man?
against Olympic niggas. This nigga's
Yeah.
talented,
He
bro.
won
Yeah,
shit
he's
on.
talented.
Yeah,
Bro,
shit,
there's
right
no,
over
bro.
the
This
top.
Yeah, he's
what
talented, but
people talk about
night in, night
generational
out,
talent.
you're gonna see it. You're gonna see like a person
Yeah,
like a
see
Donovan,
what?
like
See
if
what?
run a
You-
zone
you-
while he bring up that ball.
That
You
means
gonna see it.
nothing. That's on Jason
gonna
Kidd
see-
to break that down. We're
you
talking about
gonna
a
see
guy
it.
with high IQ. I'm telling you, like
He's
he
gonna
gonna
work
work
out.
high IQ, but
He's
you're
really
gonna
good.
you're gonna see a guy like a Donovan Mitchell waiting for you.
The thing
Donovan
about
Mitchell?
Before,
Donovan Mitchell?
That's-
He should be worried about Donovan Mitchell?
I would be because he's a little person. He gets to dribble
He's a
down
little
regardless.
He's
And
not-
if you're
he's a
bringing
little
up the
person.
ball, if you're bringing up the ball
First of all-
regardless, you're dribbling into it. You're
First of
gonna
all,
see
we're talking
it.
about team ball. This is all
Yes.
going to reflect into what he has going on. This team has multiple weapons. They're not going to set him up for failure like this. This is going to be a guy who's going to be ready day one. He's been playing against our Olympic team since last year. He's going to have his ups and downs, but this guy's a pure baller.
Yeah, but he was playing at a certain position. But you say it's positionless.
The game we have is positionless.
Nowadays, yes.
We have 6'9"
But-
point guards.
But at that point, we still gotta have 1 through 5,
Okay.
regardless of how you see it.
Okay.
Okay, and you want the youngest person bringing up the ball.
I-
I have Clay bring up the ball and be like, just watch him.
Clay is slow. This dude is young, still has bounce in life. You're
Point guard.
right. This man, Clay moves without the ball. You
Yeah,
want
he can
you
move without
want
the
the
ball.
kid with the most energy to go through and do this because this is going to make him a better player.
It's gotta make him a better
Nobody
player.
was nobody, but see,
But I
nobody
just
was
don't
saying,
like-
but nobody was saying this when Lamar Odom was doing the same thing, same height and everything, was coming to bring the ball up and dexing motherfuckers. Nobody was saying that when guys,
They've
but there's
seen him
guys.
do this since college.
But
though.
guys can do this.
Yeah.
Guys like Sean Kemp, Larry Johnson, this guy.
No.
I'm just saying,
He's not
these,
Sean Kemp.
no, but these guys could handle the rock to a certain degree to where they were good. I'm just saying, you have to
But
let
Lamar,
this, let
he
this
had
dude,
legendary
Nah.
handles.
let
No,
this dude
Cooper-
work his
Cooper
angle.
Flag really dribble.
That's
He
what I'm
really
saying.
dribble.
He's
though.
not bad.
He come
bro.
with Kyrie dribble over your head, cuff it. You know what I'm saying?
He
Finish
not
all
bad.
time around.
I get it,
He-
and I
he-
get. You got to think about his whole team was nothing
Stop
but
it.
pros.
He,
at this
stop it.
point.
He won't be bringing the ball up all the time anyway. 'cause you
That's
got-
why I'm
you
hoping
got
not,
Kyrie.
because I don't want teams to break his confidence like that. Because, bro, like, just imagine somebody just
Yeah,
saying
there's
we're
no
running a
confidence.
zone and
He'll find him,
hey,
man.
It
hey,
happens, bro.
get him on an island by himself. Because do we?
That's gonna happen regardless.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I don't think it-
It's gonna happen. That's what the plan is. always.
We do have to
But do you
move
see
on,
him
man.
going past the Kyrie? Something
Name
coming
5
out?
players who had underrated good or great rookie seasons that no one talk about. Number 5 for me, big dog Glenn Robinson, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, played 80 games. No one talks about how good he was his rookie season.
Yeah, they gave that motherfucking Ricky shit to Grant Hill
Yeah,
and
Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd and
Yeah,
shit.
the
Nobody talk about how he outscored both of them.
Yeah, the dog's a problem. I was upset about that. One of my favorite players to this day. Hendo, who you got number 5?
Tim Hardaway,
I was
Junior,
upset.
man, 2013-14. Oh no, my bad. That was his best year. My bad. But yeah, Tim Hardaway anyway.
Okay,
I see Tim Duncan.
Yeah, he had a great one too.
great rookie. Yeah, that's an underrated. I won't say won a ring that year too.
But it was all because Mr. You know what
It
I
wasn't
mean?
all of it, but
No, it wasn't all of it, but like that overshadowed.
No. I get it.
You know what I mean?
I love Dave Robinson. Bills, who you got?
Find this shit on the motherfucking web. Hold on, what question we on again?
Name 5 players who had underrated good to great rookie seasons that no one talk about.
Oh, okay, number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, at number 5, I got Mike, man. 28 a game.
Oh yeah, we already know that.
We already knew that.
Yeah.
They're talking about that.
But he always going to be on my list. That's why
I'm
he's
not
5.
mad at you. Number 4, Wemby. People forget how classic Wemby rookie year was. 21, 11, 4 assists, a steal, and 4 blocks. Led the league in blocks as a rookie. Played 71 games. Hendo, number 4.
Alonzo Mourning. Yeah, it's done you.
Well,
I don't think we talk about that enough. This man was out here averaging 21 points and 10 rebounds, 3 blocks. Like, bro, as a rook. That's tough to come in the game and
That's work.
be instant like that.
Yeah, we only lost it to Shaq that year. Stubbs. Who you got? Number 4.
Michael Beasley.
Okay. He had a decent rookie season here.
Mm-hmm. He was a beast.
Chill,
Like,
chill,
no,
chill, chill.
I'm
He had a nice little run.
not right. That team Miami team should have started going his way. To be honest,
Bro.
they took his whole confidence away,
I mean,
bro. And then people were stealing from behind the scenes.
B.I. Number 4. No.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm going to go ahead and go with
I love
Wes
Michael Beasley.
Unseld, man, in 68, 69.
Who?
Wes
He won
Unseld.
MVP that year too.
MVP, All-Star. Yeah, he was an All-Star. He was an
I don't think this is
All-NBA
about
player.
notes.
He was the Rookie of the Year.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
I'm going with Wes Unseld.
Yeah,
Who?
won MVP.
Yeah, he was an
And-
MVP
and
of the
the
You
league.
said who?
And championship.
Yeah,
Yeah, phenomenal.
Yeah.
What you think he was getting?
Number 3
Oh,
for
yeah,
me.
points on
yeah, man, he won.
Number 3 for
Everything.
me was actually Alonzo Mourning. 21, 10 rebounds, 3.5 blocks
You're not
per
wrong
game,
for that.
and 78 games was rookie year. No one talks about it.
Damn right.
Hendo, you got number 3.
Number 3, Paul Gasol.
They did give him rookie of the year.
I think nobody really talks about that.
Mhm.
Paul Gasol was really out here balling, man.
Yeah.
17 and a half points, motherfucker, 8.5 rebounds,
He dunked on
2.5
KG, that
assists,
nigga
2.5 blocks.
Yeah.
I think he really get overlooked sometimes. I mean, they had a nice squad, but when you think about his rookie year, he was really out here balling. Kind of on the radar, I think. I think we forget about that a little bit.
No, I don't. I won rookie of the year that year. He had a great year.
Yeah, but I feel like nobody really recognized
Because he
all
was in Vancouver.
Right. That's why.
Stubbs, who you got?
He also even wrote Rookie of the Year too.
No. Who
Yeah,
you
we
got
said
number
that.
3?
Number 3,
Mm-hmm.
Jason Kidd actually.
Yeah, you won rookie of the year. People talk about, they always talk about him at Grand Hill.
Yeah.
But you talk more about about him now as coach.
Yeah, I guess when you think about rookie seasons, yeah, that's fair. Bills, who you got?
I talk about him as top 5 point guards, all time one of the best NBA players I've ever seen. He make the game look a certain way. Jason Kidd, when you watch his games, it's almost like watching a Magic Johnson or Lonzo Ball game. Less Lonzo, more Jason Kidd just running that damn ball up the floor, man, and just putting pressure on the defense. I'm going Elgin Baylor, Rookie of the Year, All-Star, All-NBA, 58, 59. 24, 15, and 4. That's
filthy, bro. Maybe the
24,
maybe the
15,
most
4.
underrated player of all time.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Elgin Baylor.
That's like, go look at Elgin Baylor, bro. He would give people problems
Facts.
today, like major problems today.
Yeah, he
Right
was
now
bad.
in high tops, and he ain't saying no Achilles
The-
at all.
Funny as fuck.
And
Big
number
facts.
2, for me, they don't talk about one of my favorite players. He probably honestly probably my 15 favorite athletes of all time. Sharif Abdul-Rahim. Another guy in Vancouver no one talks about.
Mm.
19.
Don't nobody talk about them cool boys.
Yeah,
Man.
19.
It's a tough team to root for. No,
Yeah.
They had great jerseys. So,
easily forgettable.
Yeah.
19, 7,
That's crazy.
2 assists, a steal, and a block. Played 80 games.
That's another one.
Yeah.
2 Vancouver motherfuckers made the list, and they both legit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They both legit. That's
Super
crazy.
legit.
Stamp.
Yeah, super legit. Stubbs, so you got number 2.
Grant Hill.
Who?
Grant Hill.
I'm saying rookie class. Okay. Okay. Bill, 22.
I want to say for the record, I hate you. I go with Elvin Hayes,
Well, old
San
school.
Diego Rockets, All-Star, 68-69, dog average 28-17. His rookie motherfucking year.
Yeah.
I gotta give props to them little motherfuckers, man. They was out here balling. Niggas motherfuckers always thought their numbers was all low and all that shit. No, you go look at the record. Motherfuckers out here busting motherfuckers' ass. You may not like the way some of that shit look, but some of that janky ass shit will be fucking y'all up. Like Wilt Chamberlain just leaning over you and scoring on you while you can't move and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seen Tim Duncan
You
doing
got
it.
no
Do it better.
movement.
No lateral movements. No
That's-
lateral.
Hands Endo, you got number 2.
Number 2, Chris Paul, man.
Yeah, he had a good rookie season.
That team literally went from having 18 wins to having
Yeah.
38 wins.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure
if
did.
you don't
Effect
really
change.
look at that
Yeah.
as a big influence,
That's
your
what a point
rookie
guard
year
do.
with the
A true point guard.
it just that was a huge jump for that team, and I think a lot of people forget how good he was because of how shitty that team really was, you know, in hindsight, and what he did as a rookie to really bring
They
that
made it
team
to the
up.
playoff because of him.
Yeah, but I
Maybe
mean,
not
38
that
wins
year,
ain't
but
going, you know,
yeah,
it don't do it for me. But that's
yeah.
great from the year before having 18. So I put that on a highlight.
That's big. Number 1 for me, no one talks about this guy, and he won Rookie of the Year. Mitch Richmond,
Yeah, that's crazy.
22, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, steal per
Miles.
game, 79
I take your
games.
bitch, Rich.
Mitch Richmond, yeah.
You take your
Rock.
bitch.
Now.
No, that's what they kept saying. Well, bring your girl around here.
Damn, I did not know.
If he like that, he'll take that
They
motherfucker.
say that about
I don't think I
Stephon
ever
Diggs
heard
too.
that.
Chill.
Stubb, so you got number 1, NBA player, underrated, great rookie season.
Well, everybody already talks about him, but Derrick Rose is my number 1.
Okay.
Just because, like, motherfuckers, you gotta really, really remember what he was doing.
That was the best thing he ever did. I don't think
Yep.
that's underrated though.
No.
That's like what he highlights himself on.
No,
like
no.
that's it.
That's not what he highlights himself on, because now you gotta think about it. New generation, new style of play. They don't
Rookie
remember
years.
how he
That's
played
tough.
like that.
When we get that one
They
time.
they remember when he was playing for the Timberwolves. Like,
I don't think anyone was.
No, that's a shadow.
no,
That is a
like
shadow.
they start thinking about now, because now he's kind of like, he went to the Knicks after the Bulls. He went to
No, I
Memphis.
see that as a journeyman.
Yeah, so like now, once you become a journeyman, people kind of forget what you did to
I
get
mean,
in the league.
No,
But
Shaq
then
was
they-
a journeyman late in his career. Nobody forgot about what he did.
That's because he still talks shit.
Melo
He
was a
could-
journeyman late in his career. Nobody forgot what he did. It all depends on who you are. If you're a
Right.
forgettable ass nigga, yeah, they gonna forget. But if you're somebody who was there, yeah.
But when the game's changing,
Yeah, okay.
nah, when's the next time we're gonna see Derrick Rose on TV once he leaves the basketball court? Is he
He's already
playing-
left the basketball court.
My
so
point
we
exactly.
still see
So like, you see him with PJ, yes. You see him with his son, but are you gonna see him broadcasting?
what the fuck
like-
does that have to do with anything?
Like most of the greats that we remember now really have their face stamped on the camera, because now they're announcers.
Just because you don't work
They're
behind the
behind
camera.
the camera.
Tracy McGrady don't work behind the camera.
Yeah, he
man.
does.
They do a lot.
And then he also
Not like
wouldn't
that,
play.
not like heavy like that. It's all about the network wanting to sign you if they feel like
he was
you
working
like
for ESPN.
for a little bit. I'm just saying those aren't guaranteed like all in contract. That was a once in a while thing is what I'm telling you. Like,
He had a 5-year stint.
oh my god, a little ass thing where you popping on. You act like this nigga's making like
You still
Stephen
gotta
A.
do your
Smith.
job.
Right, but he not making that type of money off this.
Yeah, he
This
wasn't
is
the
a-
host.
That's all,
host.
he's talking about as far as still being relevant, being in front of
Right.
the
You're
camera.
still being in front
It's
of the
not
camera.
About, not necessarily about getting the money.
Derrick
It's about
Rose
being
is a humble ass nigga. You gotta think about it. That nigga's
He
about
doesn't
to
like
fade.
being in front of the camera like
Right,
that. He was
but
never
his
like
son's
that.
about to be the person that's gonna be in front of the camera,
That's
not
the
just
point.
him.
That's the point that
So,
he was
like,
trying to make. Is
that's
that
what I'm
because-
saying. Like,
because he's
motherfuckers
not
is
in
gonna
front of the
forget
camera,
about D.
People
Rose.
forget how good he was coming into the league. That was his point.
Right.
Which that makes sense. I'm not mad at that. I mean, that does make a lot of sense.
Man, I got one for your ass. Walt motherfucking Bellamy for the
Oh,
Chicago
yeah.
motherfucking Packers.
Is that who you had?
No, I've talked about him before.
The Chicago Packers, boy, Rookie of the Year,
Mm-hmm.
All-Star. Lamar averaged 30, 19, and 2.
That was his best year too.
Yeah, Rookie Year.
Mm-hmm. I've talked about him on the show a few times.
Chicago Packers.
I don't even like y'all for that.
Yeah, old school, man. It's the old head, man.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. I love it.
We gotta check in, man.
I love it. Who you got? Number one.
Oscar Robertson, man. Oscar Robertson averaging 30, 10, 9 assists is crazy, nigga, in the fucking 60s. Nobody really talks about that because it was in the 60s, but damn near averaging a triple double is nuts in the 60s. We talk about this right now with Joker and Bede and type of guys like this, but average, I don't give a fuck who you're playing.
Man.
Averaging this,
That pace was a little bit faster than people recall it, man. You
but
know what I'm saying?
to me, a lot of people, they always be like, you were playing against a certain twat, but when you just stand out and you're just good, it makes it looks like that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
good
saying?
at
There's
basketball.
guys who can go out right now and bring Kyle Korver like open gym, and even he not gonna have them type of stats. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like this is these
he
are
just
standout
scored.
numbers.
He
Like
could score. He knew how to get the ball to people so they could score. That's
not
really
only
hard
could I
time,
make a
man.
bucket, I can help you. You know what I'm saying? Facilitate to get a bucket. And I had enough IQ. You know what I'm saying, to come in and help. Crash the boards and get steals. Like, come on, bro. This is high IQ of the game, bro. Like, there's this, and then there's rough here, and this is where Dog was at that point. When it came to this game, he knew it, and this is when the game was first being developed. That's why I give it to have them type of numbers.
You know what I mean? At the point
Yeah,
guard,
that's true.
that kind of helped.
But
like
to
a
average
motherfucker.
30
Yeah, he's doing what he wanted to do out
with
there.
twos,
They're definitely one of my favorite players.
the three line went in here. We just talking all twos, dog. You know what I mean, bro? Then you had 10 rebounds.
Got a penny.
And then you had 9.7 assists. This is what you averaging?
That was just his rookie year. He actually
Nigga.
had that triple double
He
before.
averaged.
I know. I'm just talking about the first year.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
One
that's
of my
it.
favorite players, man. If you guys go Google Oscar Robertson, you can actually check him out if you're on YouTube too. But yeah, one of the greatest players. Definitely top 5 point guards of all time. In my opinion, probably top 3. Name the 10 best players. 10 questions this week. Name the 10 best players going into next NBA season. Can't name players who are injured or will be out for the season. Yeah, I thought you know. Yeah, you got
Yeah,
traded.
you know.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
That's a good
Halliburton
trade.
and Tatum wouldn't be eligible for the list. We're getting running late, so let's run through these real quick. Number 10, I got LeBron James.
Oh shit, I got Paulo.
Ooh, okay. I thought about putting him on there.
Donovan.
Donovan Mitchell. Okay. I know you got number 10. Y'all let us know y'all list out there too, man.
I also had LeBron at 10.
Okay. At number
I
9,
fucked that up because Donovan's injured. Dang.
Chill.
Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Not for the whole year.
No, not for the whole year.
Okay.
At number 9, Anthony Davis.
Yeah. Too. I got K.
Ooh.
K from Detroit.
Ooh, yeah, Kay Cunningham. Trust me, I'm a fan out of Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I know. I thought you respect that.
Yeah, I fuck with Kay. I actually had one of the Bulls on 2K.
Just cheating.
Whatever.
Damn.
And I bring out things down. Bird was just talking about me. He said, "You still do that?" I said, "Yes, nigga."
Wow.
And I put it on Ricky. I put all my sliders
Lord, no.
up. Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't even know what a slide is, first
Yeah.
of all.
Sliders?
Yeah, I didn't heard about it. I see the word up there. I never clicked the button.
Yeah,
first of
I
all.
turned all my shit up and turned all the computer shit down.
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds like you cheating, so
No.
that's trash.
I
It's
bought
just
the game.
putting
I
it
do what I
on
want.
rookie. Who the hell? Ain't nobody playing no defense out here. You
No,
just
No,
walk
we
into
just
the
trying to get
basket.
the buckets over
trying to get
with.
buckets, bro.
Walking to the trying to get buckets.
Yes.
Yes.
I got 4 kids.
We
life
have
is hard
digressed.
enough.
No.
Right. That's how you get.
Life is hard enough. I'm finna go and be mad at the game? No,
Forget
sir.
all
I'm a
my
Hall of
VC.
Famer. Well, I pay rent. I'm a Hall of Famer, sir.
Big facts.
Stubbs, who you got?
Let that sink in. So when this motherfucker tell you his opinions about who
No, I just play.
top 10 type shit. This is what he on at the
Bang.
crib. He won't be playing on rookie mode.
It's got-
Oh, yeah, for years.
Laurie Marketing.
At number 9,
Yeah.
What do you mean at number 9? You mean on the list?
On the list. But no, he's
You
actually
even know
good.
it. He's like on the list?
No,
Yeah.
but
Nigga
yeah.
said on the list.
On the list.
But you act like he
Sweet.
ain't good. He ain't doing his job.
This is crazy.
Okay.
He averages 18 points.
Okay. Hendo, who you got number
Some
9?
Shit like this.
Giannis.
No, he's
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, and you gonna say about that, but I think we don't know what like that team gonna look like, and that's why I'm kind of putting him love right there, cause
He averaged the best numbers of his career last year.
yeah, I know because he had to do everything, and that's not doing the consecutive thing that you want to do 2 years in a row. Is what I'm saying. Given
Right.
some of the injuries,
Well,
he
the year
also
before was his best numbers ever. Then this year was his best numbers ever. So
his championship year was his best numbers ever. When he
No,
put
no,
up
no,
50
no,
on
no,
finals.
No.
I mean, I'm
He's
talking about
getting
playoff
better.
runs. Playoffs.
There's been nobody that averaged what was it 32 or some shit like that in 12 on 50% shooting. He did it on 60% shooting.
You sure
2
Joker
years
didn't
in
do
a
it?
row. No one's ever done it. So he's progressively getting better, but you never know, on the real. I got AD.
30 shit. Who?
AD is 7.
Oh, no, we're at 9.
We at 9.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you're finishing up 9.
Yeah,
He didn't like
Oh, my bad. Damn, I said 7. I'm at 8 anyway.
So you got a 9.
So me then, and
Yeah.
we at 9.
No.
I did
You're
9.
right. You did. You said
Yeah.
Anthony Davis with me. My fault. 8. Steph Curry.
Yeah, so it gotta be 8 to me then too. Cause I
Steph?
ain't no, I already did 9.
Yep.
I did
No,
not.
So
no,
eight-
I
eight-
started. Yep.
Oh yeah,
It'll
8
be
to me,
your
K
yeah.
cut hand.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
you
K.
on 8. Yeah, my 8 was AD.
LeBron.
LeBron at 8. It's not bad. But number 7 for me, Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
Who wanna go?
I got
Oh,
Steph.
me?
Mm-hmm.
7?
Yeah.
Jalen Brown.
Ooh. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Taylor not being there.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
I got Steph at 7.
Okay.
I got Brown at 7.
Braun at 7?
No, Brown.
Oh, Jalen Brown.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 6. I'm gonna be in much better shape. Luka.
Crazy.
Luka. Yeah. Who you got 6?
6, Joker.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh. Nasty work.
I got KD. KD is 6.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Old head made my list. You gonna get 27 again? Like you get 27 every
Jimmy
game.
Butler.
That's 6.
At 6.
Mm.
I want the shit you smoking.
Wow. Okay. I think that's a little high, but you never know. Number 5, Kevin Durant, man. Like it's disrespectful not that KD top 5. We gonna stop playing with
Yeah, man.
Stop playing though.
I can't. Oh man.
Who you got? I'm sorry.
It's hard with
my
me
top
with
5,
KD,
bro.
man. It's hard, man. Sorry.
27, 7, and 4.
Yeah.
Like
Cause you
clockwork.
shoot up all the time, bro. You just shooting shit.
No, that's
No, it's
that's
on 50%.
false. That's false.
It's on 50% shooting
It's
for a
efficient
career.
as fuck.
His career, he shoot 50% from the 50.
Yeah,
His career.
yeah, better than
So he
Pops,
ain't just
dog.
throwing shit up. You know exactly what he putting up there.
No.
And he making every other shot.
That's his problem. Is he's too efficient. We need him to sometimes, nigga. You can
Just
go
throw
for
it
60.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and just put him up,
Yeah.
bro.
We need you to
Let's
get on
see
that.
how
He
many
said
you
just
can
go ahead and
actually
put him
get.
up. He not gonna do that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
he don't like doing
For his
that.
last game, he needs to do that like Kobe did.
Yeah, Kobe shot under 40% for his last 2 seasons.
Cause his
What-
knack
that's so
was to
irrelevant
shoot
right now. That's
all the
like
time,
crazy,
nigga. It
bro.
didn't matter,
I'm
nigga.
sorry.
That's crazy, though.
You're right. That was wrong. My
That
fault.
was an irrelevant shot right
35%.
there. You just had to do it.
And average 17
And
again.
still,
Hey,
he doubled
hardware
down.
is different though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, number 5.
Yeah, number 5.
Shit, I got Ant-Man at number 5.
You ain't wrong. He only gonna get better.
Steph.
KD.
Steph
Steph.
at 5.
Damn, that's nuts.
Should go to state. Might win a ring.
Shit.
You got Jimmy and Steph balling.
All
Right,
right,
you know what I'm
boy.
saying?
Shit.
In the category of
You never
themselves,
know.
huh?
You never know.
You
The
should just
chemistry.
say. You should just
I
say
know.
Golden State, huh?
You never know,
I
man.
know.
For the next 2.
Number 4.
Shit, I got 5 still.
You should have. Go ahead. My
Luka.
fault.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Number 4. SGA.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. I got to look at for.
Mm.
Okay.
Him 4.
Yeah, 4. Shit. I actually got Katie at 4. I had him on the list and he's just higher.
That's the word. 4 to me. Ant-Man. He getting better every year. Come on, man. Let's be for real. This nigga's getting better every fucking year.
Well, I'm not.
Next year he gonna be even more of a dog.
There's no pushback for me. Number 3 for me, Giannis, man.
Number 3, okay, yo.
Yeah, Giannis, hands down.
I ain't mad at that. I got shit at number 3.
Especially if you go to New York.
I got shit at number 3 too.
Warriors. Number 3. Man, Brunson, man. Brunson is consistently putting up numbers, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
And he's consistently giving up numbers.
Bro, he's putting the team on his fucking back when it comes down to it. Come on, man. Let's be honest, man.
There's no way he's better than Giannis. On no planet.
Man, listen. Dog is
Giannis
willing.
about to go join?
No planet.
He's willing out here. That's all I'm saying.
And I love him. He's from
I don't like that
Atlanta,
they broke
bro.
the team down. I don't like that, but yeah.
I'm not mad at you. I thought about putting him in my top 10. I couldn't. Number 2, Joker, man. Stop playing with that boy.
I got Giannis at number 2.
Yo.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. I'm not mad at that.
Not mad at it. Questionable.
I'm not
Not
mad at
mad.
that. And Dunk Oreos. I like Oreos.
I dug it.
50 piece.
Yeah.
In my place, you
I
know
should be
disrespect.
that shit clean,
He came, he said no,
It's
he
funny.
said fuck, he said fuck the Bucks, and I went over to him, I said, yo, it is respect where I come from. You do not say fuck the Buck, okay? So I went over there and I grabbed Halliburton dad and I said, yo,
Stupid.
disrespect me.
Your towel is stupid. The nigga's hilarious. But who you got?
Number 2 is-
Number 2.
Number 2 for me,
Go for it.
Wemby. Man, come on, man, let's be for real. This man's gonna have crazy fucking numbers next year.
Y'all ain't gonna like my number 2 or 1.
We haven't like the last 5, but go ahead.
Nah, it's gonna be LaMelo for number 2.
Yo.
In the league?
Yo.
I feel like
over
I'm the
Wemby
biggest
though?
LaMelo fan in the world.
Bro, look at how he got
You're
gypped.
drugged.
Look how he got
Bro,
gypped this year already.
Bro,
Stop playing
we
with the
talking about
boy.
Wemby, bro.
How
This
did he
nigga's a
get
walking
No,
double-double.
hold up. How did he get gypped? I'm curious now.
Did he not get skipped over in the All-Star game?
No, he didn't.
How not?
Because of injuries.
It wasn't because of injuries.
Yeah, he didn't play certain games because he was injured. That's exactly what
That
happened.
was not.
That's exactly what
that
the
was
fuck
not-
happened. He
And
missed
he
the-
was complaining about it. Bro, he
That's
had
what happened.
numbers.
This
He
was-
had the numbers. He had 20.
This was a
he
year you
was
had
he
to
not
play a certain
averaging
amount
like
of
28?
games. He didn't play them certain amount of games.
He had 20.
He averaged like 27.
But he
and
did.
Yeah.
He didn't meet the game quota, which happened to a lot of players. I'm sorry, it
To
happens.
make him eligible for the All-Star game?
Yeah, it's a game quota for that. It is.
Dog.
It's a game
How
quota.
many
You argue.
games did he play?
You supposed-
All right.
you supposed to be the man.
Come
I
on,
got you.
man. We on
I got you.
HDMI 1. What's going on?
Who we got number 1? Did you say your number 2?
Yeah, I said 2. I said
Who
you
was
say
it?
your 2?
Giannis.
You say your 2?
Giannis.
Yeah, I had hold on. I had Wemby at number 2.
Okay. I got Wemby at number 1. He'll be the best player in the league. It's about time.
Yeah, this nigga's a
This
dog.
Yeah,
My number 1 is.
absolutely, bro. Victor Wemby.
Bro, he's gonna be a
He
dog.
gets the stats from.
His next year's stats are gonna be ridiculous.
I would like to hear what you think his stats are.
Oh, this year?
Yeah. What is
Going
that?
into
What's
this,
that to
what
be
he'll
this
probably
year?
be,
Yeah, the year that you're saying he's about to be
Oh.
the best.
he's
player.
gonna average probably
20.
20 and 10, and he's probably gonna have average about 4 to 5 blocks. No, he's literally yes.
No, Wemby gonna give you 27,
Yo.
13,
This
4
nigga
blocks,
Wild and B.
3 assists, like 1.3, 1.5 steals. And he probably gonna give you like 71 games.
I agree with the games. I don't know about the fucking points.
How was you talking about? He averaged like 25 D.
Well,
Yeah,
you
no, I'm
got
saying,
two-
but that's the difference. I can see 20 and 10, but not the 25 because they're not gonna push for him to score. Last year was like, let's go
They're
give him
going-
and see what we can get. Now it's gonna be
That's
a
the
more
complete-
focal
that's
point.
the
But you got a
opposite,
complete,
bro.
you got a complete point
It's
guard in
complete
Dylan,
opposite.
Herbert.
Now
coming
they
in.
now they
And
won.
you got a young buck that's gonna grow with him.
That's what I
So-
said. You got a real
so,
point
like,
guard.
Not that real
My
point
num-
guard is still gonna be
Who's your
learning.
number 1 then? If
No,
his is
point
with
guard
me.
is Fox, Darren Fox.
He's one of the shooting guards.
He's a
but-
shooting guard.
No, he's not. He's a point.
Yeah, but they're
They're
gonna
gonna
push him to the shooting guard because of the point coming in.
No, you're gonna put Dylan Harper at the 2 or at the 3. He's 6'6".
Yeah, see, but
But
I'm telling you,
he's
what
ball
are we
dominant.
doing?
that's what I'm saying.
He's
He
ball
ball dominant. You gotta
and
let him.
pass first.
What does that mean?
He's a pass first person.
Who?
Dylan. He can take over a game, of course.
That doesn't
But
have
he
anything
is
to do
number
with
one.
playing
Coming into
football.
this league, he's got.
What was his number one?
That's like Cooper Flag.
My number one is Joker.
Number one. What's your number one?
Giannis.
bro. Yeah,
Giannis.
last
Mine's
year.
SGA, man. I don't think it gets much better than that, man. Dog, MVP of everything he was doing.
Like-
I don't think nobody's coming in really fucking with what he done. He's not slowing down. It's just really him right now. It's between him and like Joker sometimes when it comes on this. And if he's putting up the same type of stats and going against a guy who's damn near almost averaging a triple double who can get rebounds because of size, and then I look at the size that SGA is right now and how he's getting to it and what he's averaging point wise, he's really up there right now. There's no way of him slowing down right now, bound anything happens.
There's going to be a rule change for him.
It doesn't matter. They say that about that and all that, but when you look at the physical game, when you look at the physical game and IQ, it's smart ball. You play and you put this position into them guys, you make them blow the whistle. A lot of the greats do this. It's no different to what LeBron did. He put the whistle in them
It's
hands.
very different. His shit is James Harden-esque in James Harden's prime. Except James Harden wasn't getting those calls
In the playoffs. That's the difference.
And
And he
dude
was.
getting those.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
That's the difference.
okay,
That's the
hey, stop bothering
Normally
me.
that regular season looking shit don't
I
work in
can't
the playoffs.
listen.
Somehow he did this shit.
I can't be responsible for what the refs blow. I'd make my free throws and we call it what
I'm
it
just saying,
is.
don't be mad when you don't
Sorry.
do this to them. because
Sorry,
that's
but-
what happened too, though.
Yeah, that's what happened too.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, man, a great show,
Get it
man.
together.
Draft episode, draft special edition. Of course, we have to give a shout out. Of course, first and foremost, Press Break, man. If you're in the La Crosse, Wisconsin area, man, check them out, man. If you're looking for great cheesy beefs, all that good stuff, the Chicago dogs, pizza puffs, man. Please check out Press Break, man. Our sponsor, excuse me, they're open. Anybody stub? You know what? You want to look up, see when they're open. Exactly for me.
So they open when they open, man. Check them niggas out, man. You hit good. And if you can't, man, call that nigga Fred, man. No, I'm just playing. On his main line, man. Google Fred from the Cross. WTC coach. 99 through 08.
Major cheater on the green courts.
Oh,
I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Damn.
I said it.
man.
That's how I met that man.
Say the amazing.
That's how I met
He
that
called
man.
him a
He
fake
knew it.
Lynn Robinson.
While I was on the court, nigga, he wanted
check
Magic
him out.
Johnson, dude.
He's stupid as hell. Check them out. They are open 7 days a week. They're actually even open tomorrow, man. So Sunday they're open from 11 to 4 over on Rose Street, man. Sub 146 Rose Street, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Check them out, man. Tomorrow Sunday supposed to be nice out. You want to get some lunch, get them cheesy beef, hot dogs, Chicago dogs. Go eat you some at Press Break. I might even go get some myself, man. I've been trying to slow down, but hey, who knows, man? It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. But anyway, man, also check out our brother Focus at A Breath of Fresh over in Jackson Plaza if you're looking for some retro kicks. Or 4th of July coming up, man, you want to get fresh, definitely check them out. I know things can be tight. It's cool, man. You got some Jordans that you might need cleaned up. He also does phenomenal shoe restoration. And then, of course, man, Fifth and King, man. If Focus don't got it, I guarantee you can go to Fifth and King, the closet. Fifth and King, the closet. Our brother JV.
Mm-hmm.
Check them out, man. Also, retro kicks. You do not have to go to eBay. Shop right here locally. Shop black owned right here in La Crosse. And then, of course, man, it was another great old school versus new school Juneteenth game. New school won 52-51. It came down to man, nail biter, phenomenal game, man. Old Heads definitely did their thing, man. Definitely represent. I'm telling you, man. I think that next one, I got a feeling Old Heads gonna go on like a 3-4 game winning streak, man. These next few ones, but hey, we're also thinking about doing a King of the Hill tournament. Got one-on-one basketball tournament, 10 old heads and 10 new school brothers playing until determined who will be the king of the court. We're thinking of doing that sometime in August. We will keep you guys informed, but
we know I'm gonna win.
for sure. But anyway, moving right along, man. If y'all first time checking us out, we end every episode like this. Bills, please tell these people what time it is.
Trade yourself.
Trade yourself is basically a nice way of telling somebody, F you. It's 2025, man. We don't want to be cussing nobody out. Somebody acting a damn fool. Now, we normally try to keep it with sports figures like Brett Favre, Mike Malone, Denver Nuggets former head coach. You know, somebody acting a damn fool, don't cuss them out, look at them dead in the face, say, you sir, ma'am, you need to trade your damn self. So, Bills, who need to trade themselves this week?
This week, I'm going to just go ahead and give a shout out instead of trading somebody. Just bring a little bit of attention to some motherfuckers that we don't get that much credit to. We get credit to a lot of big stars and these big moments, and we don't really remember the numbers of who did what when. So for Kyrie Irving in the 2016 finals, Game 1, 26 points, Game 3, 30, Game 4, 34, Game 5, 43, Game 6, 23,
I like
the
that.
last game, 26. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
That's beyond Scottie Pippen help right there. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to do no comparisons or nothing.
That's nice.
But this young man came and showed his motherfucking ass on that big stage too. And he hit that big shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like it was just a shot. They always say, oh, he hit that shot in those finals.
No.
Well, he did a little bit more than hit that shot.
Same thing they say about Kobe and Shaq, though. Like, all bullshit aside, like, Shaq had a lot of help with
For real.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
A lot
It
of
was
help.
that one time in Indiana
Kobe.
where he fouled
I feel like
out
they
and
say that
Kobe
about
closed
with
out.
that D Wade and
And
Shaq
a lot of
game too,
points.
man.
Kobe was the closer.
Yeah, but even more than that though, when you look at their stats, not just if you take out the first year against you take out the New Jersey
Yeah.
year, then those other stats, Kobe Bryant was averaging 30 points a game with Shaq though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
So
he's
it's kind of hard to say second fiddle when y'all doing the same shit, just different positions.
Can we
Yeah, we know what the most dominant player is doing, but the most dominant player ain't always even the best player.
Right.
But in that case, he was.
But Derek Fisher was their Robin. Whoever the point guard was their Robin. I give it to him. No, they kept Robins, but like Kobe and Shaq, that's Batman, Nightwing. That's when
Stop.
Robin found his
Stop,
place
stop,
and said,
stop,
"Yeah, I'm
stop.
gonna just whoop niggas."
So,
That's Kobe.
that's a horrible take.
I promise you, it's not.
And you, my nigga, that is
No, I
a horrible take, bro.
Let me hit that black, man.
Nigga,
I don't think
nigga,
gonna push me to the edge
nigga,
one more time.
Nightwing is cold, dog.
I don't even know what the
No
fuck
one
is
thinks
that.
Tap,
of it
that
like
shit
that,
aggravated the
bro.
hell out of me.
No one thinks of it like
I
that.
don't
That's how I would think.
I
of
ain't
it.
giving you
No,
the
but
whole. I was letting you tap that
that's you.
motherfucker.
Nobody
No,
else is
'cause-
going to think of
You
it.
gotta
Not
let it, right?
It's
You
because
really-
you love,
man,
it's because you
niggas.
love anime, though. You would view it like that.
Nah, I
You
would
love
view it like that because it's like
Niggas.
Batman and
Yeah, niggas giving you
Robin.
black.
So then
Yeah,
you just gotta
this
move
is-
the Robin.
A-Rab wouldn't have did me. I'd be
So
like, man,
who's
we
the
get it,
person
they
who
give it to
did
me
the
lit.
third
I
most
believe-
amount of work?
Yeah.
It would have been the point.
A-Rod just gave me a free line too. It's crazy.
Because if you got
It was
two
a good one, too. It's
superheroes,
crazy. I feel bad
and
now.
you know they're
this one.
superheroes, but they still get help.
Nice, too.
The Robin is
Right.
really the third person, in a sense,
Chill.
because you got two people that can get off at
God damn.
any point
Six
in
niggas
time.
on the boat. We need 3 to get exit. Nigga ass.
Nah,
No,
I'm
that's
just
not gonna
saying.
work, man. Is that your trade yourself? Did you trade yourself?
Yeah, I'll let y'all trade yourself.
No,
because
what was it?
Not my trade yourself. Just have him right now because I guess
What
nigga, you
was
trying
it?
to.
What was it though? I don't know
No.
what it was.
Nah, I didn't even say nothing for my
All
trade.
right, so
yourself.
what is it?
It'd be this moment right now. That's what I'm saying.
We in
Because-
circles. We just going
Nah,
in
'cause he-
circles.
nah, 'cause he
I don't
just
know.
said-
I don't know.
He said only I would see it like that, but I'm just saying
Because
like,
of how you look at
No, but
of
I-
how you look at
but I'm-
cartoons and like you're into
Right.
comics.
right.
No,
But I'm
if a novice,
putting it into number stance at this point because like number stance, 30 and 30, they both hitting at 30 peak, right? So whose 30 outweighs the 30 in that 30 piece, right? Then you go down to the third man. Who's the third man who has the third amount of points that actually has to do something? It'd be the point usually.
Right, I feel
Or the
that.
person with the third most amount of points. that's been playing the same amount of time down there. Because Derek Fisher was in the trenches with him. He didn't have all those points, but he had plenty of assists. He had clutch baskets. He had all that. You got to remember, Derek got 5 with Kobe.
5 with that nigga.
And
these things you gotta remember, man.
And,
that's fair.
And the nigga told them to go back and get him when they traded him to Utah. He's like, nah, bring Derek Fisher back. And Derek Fisher came back and they won. They went on the 2-peat.
I guess you can look at it like that.
Granted, the whole time he was over there with the Bulls, that nigga had the weakest ankles ever, and the nigga was always injured and shit. Don't we forget about that. He had a lot of injuries over with the Bulls. Yeah,
Who we talking about?
Derek Harper. No, I'm just playing. Fuck what's up. This shit makes no sense.
Talk about
Anyway.
Derek Fisher.
I don't.
Derek Fisher was.
Hey, I'm not looking at him like
I feel
that.
like we digress.
I'm not looking like that.
Anybody trading?
My
Put some
shit right
respect
now,
on that,
man, when we are talking about the differences between politics and religions, let's please do our history and our research when mixing the two. I don't like when people act like just because you have a certain political standpoint, this makes you religious, or vice versa. I feel like just because you've maybe voted for a certain person doesn't make you more or less religious about a certain issue. We should not try to mix religion with politics. And if we're going to do that, make sure you have your scriptures and your quotes and what you are regurgitating out your mouth and what's recycling in your head factual. A lot of these are becoming unfactual. You could literally talk about something that a person said that they recited, and they could be like, "Oh, I don't like when people say that," and then say a certain name behind that, and be, "Oh, well, that's don't make excuses for something. Draw a line, and do your research. If you don't like when guys talk to young girls or make certain type of comments, understand what certain type of political people have made these comments and what they haven't. Understand when we have certain rules, regulation, laws, and tariffs and taxes, which of them were in when certain people were in office and which ones rolled through other people's terms of office and now are to. When you say you don't like certain taxes, understand we've had this tax from somebody as is all the way through somebody else's term. Like, understand, do your research. Do your research on this stuff. And then when you want to mix religion into that, understand what you're saying. Because when a certain person puts it in a different direction to you, you have a whole bunch of excuses. Oh, well, this is... No. Draw a line and stand on it. I'm sick of all this back and forth. When a guy gives you information and then they tell you who said it, just because you rally behind that person doesn't make that true or any different. Call the code it is. People make mistakes. Call them out on that. But honor that mistake and do your research. A lot of people go off falsitudes out here, and it's just crazy. You don't know. Do your research.
That falls into the Diddy trial.
Hey.
He had 7 motherfucking cases fall off.
Do your research.
They
understand what they doing to him.
Hey, I'm telling you. They
just
said,
saying.
They said it's because he offered Shorty to pay her rent and said, "How are you going to pay your rent?" That's how it became solicitation.
I don't know.
He was giving her 10 grand a month.
Don't give me the lie.
He was giving her 10 grand a month.
Who need to trade themselves this week, man? I didn't really think about it, but more than likely Donald Trump, man.
Always
More than likely
does.
Donald Trump, man. I've been trying to stay a little bit away from politics, but
Big facts.
yeah, Donald Trump, man, definitely trade himself. Excuse me. Oh, man. Oh, shit, man.
Omar's a very nasty guy. Headz is a very, very
day.
nasty, terrible podcast.
Yeah, fuck them.
They don't believe they're so left.
The music,
They're so left and sickening.
Hit that music.
They're so left and
I'm
sickening.
your co-host Omar, aka Millie, aka
This is what the left sounds like.
If you know,
This is a CNN podcast. This must be
my
Fox
apologies.
News.
You know what we here from? The Old Heads Podcast. Yo, we come from North States to the team at the Barclays. The Old Heads Podcast. Yo, from what's going 100 to job be a woman.
I love it.
Old Heads Podcast. Yo, let's go.